Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Shook After Dark for our very special Sunday stream. And I am super excited because we are witnessing Girl World history. We are here to see Amberlynn versus Aunt Tammy. They are battling it out live. Amber is crying last I checked in. I think, are going to go ahead and start from the beginning. Welcome in, everyone. After that, we'll talk about Foodie Beauty once everything dies down. But let's go ahead and first start there. I'm going to play a clip of Amber's live stream. You'll hear Tammy.
Me off, and so I did quit trying.
Did you guys just hear Tammy? Give me a 1 in the chat if you heard Tammy. I really hope that worked.
How much more reality did I need in my face?
You do hear Tammy? You do hear Tammy? Okay, thank goodness. I have no idea what happened. Yes, thank you guys. I was so confused because there was nothing wrong. So I don't know what the heck was wrong with the first live stream, but thank God we are here to see these two battle it out. ALR always, Lynn Reed. Thank you so much. Let's go, girls. We are witnessing Girl World history.
Being disrespectful. But people in general.
Great. Now we're like even further behind. Okay.
Nope.
Whatever.
Wrong button.
I want to watch it from the beginning.
Sorry, guys.
Because I only got to like here. Okay. I want to make history. And that's what this is.
Okay.
What do you guys think? A lot of people are like, what are you doing, Tammy? But of course, people are also like, what are you doing, Amber?
To make this work over here. Oh my God, Gabby. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear her.
And multiple family members
Calling.
Because you can't.
Oh.
So you're clearly watching my live stream and I said I don't feel like doing this anymore, so why are you calling?
There you go.
So you're clearly watching my live stream and I said
There's
I don't
the
feel like
beginning.
doing this anymore, so why are you calling?
Because you can't run my name and multiple family members in the dirt for decades and think you're just going to walk away that easy. I'm finally done. I'm finally ready. I got the receipts. I got the proof. I'm not afraid of you, Amber, unlike all your other victims. I thought.
Oh my goodness. Look at the way like Amber's eyes fluttered at that.
I had seen and heard everything that you've done over these years.
You can tell that she is not believing that this is actually happening. Oh my gosh.
I was so blind by your manipulation. And when I seen half of the videos that I've seen with documented proof of how you treat people, not only.
Her aunt has been watching Mr. Snowflake's his whole series, Victims of an Empath.
Our family, but people in general.
No, the
you are
docu.
one vile,
The docu.
disgusting human being, and I want nothing to do with
Vile.
you ever again, including your mother. Your mother, your whole family, your whole Reed family is nothing but vile, disgusting degenerates.
There she goes. She's putting down the entire Reed family. That's not just Amber. That's her. Does that include her mom or just her dad? I don't know. I guess her mom too. The whole Reed family is nothing but degenerates. Thank you, Angelina Dugan, for being a member for 35 months. Thank you so much. I'm not a mod anymore. I actually got 3 messages this week from people asking why they were banned. It's not you. I just deleted all my mods. So we've got someone's gone rogue. So don't take it personally if you're not a mod anymore. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. Nobody's a mod at the moment. We're gonna see how this goes. It's lawless over here, folks. But please don't take it personally.
Rape, manipulate, and abuse. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you name it, you guys do it. And you do it proud. But I see it so clear now that I don't want nothing to do with you. But do you think you're going to continue to lie about me and the family members that I do care about and get away with it? No, you're not. I will continue to tell the truth. The difference between me and you is I have the truth to tell. And I have the receipts to back it up.
You can tell that Tammy's like actually very upset. I did see some people saying she might be drinking. I don't know. That's an Amber talking point. So like, I find it hard to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say it. Plus, she doesn't sound drunk to me.
So you want to know why I'm listening listening to your live right now, the reason is to see what bullshit you're going to say next. And sure enough, it didn't
What
take
she's
long.
gonna
You try
spew.
to say that you cut off talking to me. I've been looking over texts for the last days, and I have so much proof, time and time again, where you're begging me to talk to you again, where I blocked you. I quit watching your videos. You kept begging me, please watch, please watch. I don't want to lose you, Auntie. Although
It's crazy to watch Amber just like sitting there taking this, and Tammy never lets anyone get a word in edgewise. I mean, I get it, but like, isn't this supposed to be a conversation?
lies you told me that I caught you on, called you on, you'd apologize, and then do it again and again and again and again. So that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I want to hear
What do you
Amber.
want to respond to that?
What did I do in the last 2 years to you?
Oh,
In the last 2 years. Okay, let me see if I can explain
that's
this.
all she's
It's
got.
not an easy black or white answer or an answer that you can get in 2 seconds because, like I keep saying, I've been doing this your whole entire life. So you have a person that has
My
fought to be in your life
okay.
your whole entire life in one way or the other, no matter if you've seen it or not. And you didn't meet me at 17. You met me when you were 14, when I went to California for the first time after 16 years. Remember you getting the pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really
Oh my gosh, this is great. I already heard this before. Come on, what is going on? Why is my computer doing this?
taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate where your fucking dad said, I think that's enough, Amber. That's my first memory of you. And you still continue to pile on your plate. Yeah, that story goes around our family year after year after year. So anyway,
Oh my gosh, that goes around the family. Amber piling on spaghetti to the point where her dad was like, Amber, that's enough. With a big ass spoon. I can't. That's her like family drama.
that's the first time I met your ass. And then from then I tried getting you through the foster care because
Tears
you
are
hated the story.
coming.
It was so bad. And then you even put me down for it that time. Your mom came in the picture, destroyed that. So then you went on to my mom's house. We all know what happened with that. You got
Grandma's
kicked out
recipe.
for what? Being disrespectful. Surprise, right? So then you go on to Casey, and then Crystal, and then Destiny, and then Becky. The whole time I'm
I have to give it to Amber. I can't believe that she just hasn't hung up by now, especially on live with thousands of people watching.
in the background, loving you, supporting you, encouraging you, sharing every bit of my diet with you, exercise, financial, telling you things. And yes, I have all the proof. I'm not trying to be your mother. I'm trying to be your person. There's other text I have where I say, I'm saying this because that's what a mother would do.
You think she's loving the attention? What do you guys think? She must, because I would have been outie by then. Like, nah.
So we continue going down this long, as you know, all this time, right? And then we get up to the current last 2 years. Who is the happiest person in this world for Amber to move to Oklahoma City? It was me, your aunt. Your mom didn't want you to come. She was very nervous about you coming because of the destruction and stress level that you bring with your just presence.
That was interesting to hear. Her mom was worried about Amber coming, Amber's mom, just because it might like, that could be like the thing. It only takes one thing to push her over the edge, you know, and Amber's the type to push somebody over the edge. We've seen it over and over again. Beck, Destiny. Come on, wifey. I feel like wifey was close. Wifey, come out. Wifey, come out. I've got $200 with your name on it for 45 minutes of your time. Take it or leave it. Hit me up. Alex_is_ shook on Instagram and Reddit. I mean, not Reddit. Twitter. Go, go, go.
The truth. I, against my whole entire family, would say things like, I know you guys are worried, but I'm so excited. We have
Wifey.
text showing that excitement for when you're going to get here. We're going to hang out.
I didn't say
We can't
Emily,
wait.
did I?
We can't wait. I wanted to diet
200
with you. I
bucks to
wanted to
wifey.
exercise with you. I was so excited because, as you love to point out, I was very successful on keto. Pandemic happened, other things happened. I started putting back on my weight over stress, and I've been trying to get back on track, which I am again currently. So I thought this is going to be great for the both of us. You get here, I see you one time. I try to see you, and I'm told I can only see.
The tears are coming, guys. The tears are coming. Thank you, Astro Cat, for the super. Amber giving bad guy energy with the eyeliner. Oof, she probably shouldn't have even spent the time putting her makeup on. It's just going to come right off. I didn't have any time to put anything on but concealer today.
You with your mother. I question you about it. You say, oh, I was just nervous. I haven't seen my family in 14 years and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then you didn't reach out to me after that ever. Not once to come over, pick you up, go do anything, say anything. There was nothing. So I wait. November, you reach out to me because you want something, a vape. December, you reach out to me, you want something, a vape. You checked in when I had COVID. You said.
What is she saying there? Because when I heard that the first time, I was like, what is she saying? A vape? Why would she need her auntie to get a vape? Does Amber not have an ID or something? I don't know. Did she say vape? Am I hearing that right? MJ? Oh, maybe she wanted like some legal stuff or not legal stuff. You know, it's Oklahoma. Auntie is in her Bob Marley era. It was probably like some real stuff. Amber wanted some real stuff and Auntie has it. Okay, yeah, that's probably what it was.
Merry Christmas. I had COVID. I answered you the very next day. Happy late Christmas. Then nothing in January. And then you send me a picture in February. So you want to know why I'm mad? Because I fought for you for freaking years. And then when you finally get here, I'm left. I'm left in the cold. You and sister are going to museums and
yeah, does Amber really not have an ID? She has to. If she has that apartment, she has to. I would assume.
I can't see you without my sister. So yeah, that pissed me off. And so I did quit trying. I mean, how much more reality did I need in my face? You're here now and you still have nothing to do with me. So you want to bring up me and your mom's fight, right? As the reason. No.
So this is all like a response to Amber's rejection, I guess. She thought she did so much for Amber, but then Amber just treated over the years. And then when they finally had time to come together, Amber just treated her like nobody. Her mom is jealous. Auntie trying to make Amber mother role. Ooh, maybe it's like Mama Lynn getting between two. Doesn't like the aunt coming in and trying to play mom.
Me and your mom's fight is not the reason we don't talk. You are the reason we don't talk. You are in your 30s. You can use a phone, you can text, you can make arrangements to spend time with your aunt, and you chose not to because me and your mom were in a disagreement.
It doesn't even seem like they're on a call, right? It's like Amber's reacting. No, they're actually on a phone call for those of you that are coming in.
And if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty of the disagreement, we can do that, but it's pretty freaking messy. Not sure if you're ready for that one. Any other questions?
Well, I want to respond to the fact that, like, yeah, it is true. I was feeling anxious to see my family again. And my mom is, I don't know, when I'm around her, like, she's that, like, calmness that I need. And it's like, I know it's, like, sad to say, but, like, I felt
Auntie's
that in
not.
all my relationships. I've always been in a relationship, and this was the first time, like, I was finally single, and I didn't know how to be without someone right by my side. And so my mom was that for me.
People were saying that Mama Lynn's like the new wipey.
It had nothing to do with you.
Style.
It had nothing to do. It felt easier for me to be around family that I have not seen in
I know, right? This should not be on the internet, but I'm not complaining.
14 years if my mom was there. That was an anxiety thing. It was a coping thing. It is what it is. So I'm sorry.
So whose fault is it, Amber? Is it your fault or is it my fault that we haven't seen each other? Because the narrative that you're telling is different. So put it out there. Whose fault is it, Amber?
Yours.
Yours.
So since
I thought she would finally maybe take some accountability there, but even when backed in a corner, she could not take accountability for anything. Yours. Ooh.
I've been here. Every time I have seen you has been with.
Right. At the end of the day, it is both of their faults. I would agree with that. Yeah. Because you could see like a lot of time passing in between. And I've dealt with this before with boomer relatives. You have to message them. You have to be the one talking to them. Like they never message you. And then if you don't, you're a horrible person. I've been through that with boomer relatives. Not saying that's exactly what's going on here, but I've just seen it. there was a lot of time between the messages and her aunt wasn't replying as well. Thick Ship, thank you for the super. This new season of Girl World is great, babes. Thank you so much, Thick. Welcome.
My mom, because my mom was putting, you know, her pride aside. She was putting her hurt aside. She was putting all that aside. And, huh?
Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you.
And she was putting all that aside for me. And that was something that she was willing to continue doing until I felt
So true. If she had a girlfriend, she would flake on Amberlynn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. She wouldn't be spending as much time with her mom, that's for sure. She'd be leaving her for the girly wifey, whatever. Tammy is Gen X. Okay, but is she really? I thought she was like 62. I think Amber said she's 52, but to me, I thought she was 62. It doesn't matter.
comfortable. Yeah, and I did after what's it called? After Thanksgiving, I did. And that's why when I hugged you goodbye, the last thing I said, I can't wait till you
54.
come over.
Okay.
I can't wait. I even said it
55.
to I don't want to say your your daughter's name. I don't want to bring
You
anyone's
can
name.
say any of our names. We have nothing to hide.
Okay, that I also said it to Ashley,
Mhm.
and I was like, I can't wait for you to come over because I genuinely enjoyed my time on Thanksgiving. That's why I'm so taken aback by this whole situation. So
And after Thanksgiving, I heard that my sister talked a whole bunch of shit about Thanksgiving over at my house. Once again, opening up my home to you guys, putting everything on at my cost, my
My
joy
expense.
to have my family in my home. And at the end of the day, when I thought it was a wonderful day as well, guess what I got to hear? How y'all talk shit. I don't even know what the shit was. It was supposed to be so vile that it couldn't even be repeated.
I didn't say anything bad about the time at your home. I genuinely enjoyed my time there. And then like I wasn't invited to
Wait, so Amber and Mama Lynn were being so vile it couldn't even be repeated?
anything Christmas related, which honestly hurt a lot. I literally bawled my eyes out.
Yikes.
Like it hurt a lot.
Okay,
So-
again, I don't want to interrupt you, but when there's no contact from October, November, into December, with the exception of wanting a vape, why would I invite you and my sister to Christmas?
And
Yeah, it was a vape. What is that about? She only reaches out for a vape. Amber, do you not have an ID? Or is it medical gardening that she wants? Yeah, probably medical gardening.
December, I talked to you 3 times. One of
What
them
3 times, Amber?
One of them did involve a vape. The other 2 times was to check in on you regarding your health because you were sick. And every time we did communicate was because of me. No, you never messaged me. May I have a reason for why is it always me that has to message first then?
It's not always you. It's absolutely not. And I have the receipts to prove that. Unless you're talking about only between October.
She's disassociating. Aunt Tammy is lurking the farms. I know, you can just tell by some of the things that she's saying, the things that she's bringing up, the way that she's talking. Yeah. And she was even on the farms in 2019. She was posting on the farms. Mrs. Voorhees, thank you for being a member for 34 months here for the crash out from Porcahonis. Mop legs. Read. Okay, thank you so much. Do I read The Summer Hikaru Died? No, but I've heard of it. I saw that at the store. I'll put that on my list. I have like way too many right now. Way too many books.
That is correct.
February,
That is
when
correct.
when you got here and I see the true colors, that I was never going to be your person in any way, shape, or form.
Oof.
Because you would have reached out. You would have. I heard through my mom how you'd cry and boo-hoo and you at her house going, well, I don't understand why I can't talk to my aunt. Why can't I talk to my aunt?
That is
Is
correct.
that true?
That is
This is kind of weird. I'm drinking a butter beer. I got this in New York City a year ago and it expires in like 2 weeks. So I figured I better finally drink it. It's from the Harry Potter store in New York City.
correct.
And what
It's
were
kinda
you told?
weird.
Were you told
It's
you
all
couldn't
right.
talk to me?
I would cry because it hurt because it's like I
Were
did
you told you couldn't talk to me? Did anyone say, Amber, don't talk to your aunt. Don't call her. Don't text her.
Is it chunky? No.
So sorry, I was reading the chat because it's distracting me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I read
So
between
I'll
the
ask again,
lines.
did anyone tell you at that point when you were boo-hooing
Two
several
grown
times
women.
about not talking to me, did my mom or my sister tell you you can't talk to me?
So I wasn't boo-hooing. I was
Yeah, you were.
I was
Ooh.
crying. Can you not mock me, please? I
You
was
make it hard.
I was crying because I was hurt by the situation,
Yikes
because
on
I was
bikes.
slowly reading between the lines that you wanted no communication with me, because I was always the one to message you first, and your responses were very dry. You didn't seem like you wanted to communicate. You would never text me first. So that is finally when I was like reading between the lines of like, okay, this woman wants nothing to do with me, because you didn't even invite me over for Christmas.
Is that just Amber seeing something that wasn't there? Or was that possibly Tammy just being an old person over text? I mean, no offense, like being an older person over text, sometimes it doesn't come across the way they think it does or doesn't. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. It could be a miscommunication over text. I don't want to be like ageist. I've been trying like really hard not to be. But
I didn't know that I had to talk to you every single day. I didn't know.
oh yeah, let's get that. It's titled, her live stream is titled My Last Day, because this is her last day eating whatever she wants, allegedly.
I mean, that's how I'm feeling,
You
because
truly are a piece of work. I tell you what, your manipulation is just like it used to work. It used to work. It used to catch me. It used to slow me down and give you the benefit of the doubt. But I just see
Ooh.
it too clearly now, and I don't even know if I want to entertain you anymore, because you
She's been watching that Snowflake documentary. Calling out the manipulation. Average cheese lover, thank you for the super. I think Tammy is a saint for inviting ALR to Thanksgiving. To be honest, imagine hosting for a 500-pound woman. She probably showed up empty-handed too. I would bet like everything in my bank account that she showed up empty-handed. Thank you. Yeah, I know, right? And in this economy, it's so expensive to buy Thanksgiving dinner.
can't own anything. And as again, I mean, we're talking decades of text here. You know, I'll watch a video and something will be brought up, and I'll be like, "What the heck?" All I have to do is go to my messages and put in simple words that were talked about, and then our conversations come up word for word.
yeah.
You have abused me, Amber. You have manipulated me, Amber, for a long time because of the love I had for my sister and for you.
Look at the way her eyes go up when she's called out like straight to her face for the manipulation and abuse. Show the receipts. Get up or shut up. Yeah, I feel like Tammy needs to put something out with some meaning, because the last couple of like text threads that she's put out have been really nothing. Has anyone seen Annie P? I have not. Is she okay? She might have been here last week. She usually pops in on the Sundays.
And you used that, and you manipulated me to be the person when I would never
The
be
person.
your person. But you led me to believe that for a long time. We can talk about all the different topics, being your mom in prison, you writing her, all that. That's long text threads of the bullshit you came up with for that. You know, did you owe your mom anything? No, but you said you wanted it. The text started with you asking, not me going, you need to. You wanted it, and I was the in-between person helping you. Without me, you would not be in your mom's life today. Without me, my sister would not be in my mom's.
It is kind of crazy how calm she is. And like the little rock back and forth. What is that?
Life today. I have
Self-soothing.
always been forced to be the in-between person. Correct?
The in-between.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That's not what she wanted to hear.
I know I've made...
What about your uncle raping me? How about that for a family drama, huh? And then you go on and be a victim to others? Like, that's just weird to me. When it's such a hot spot in our family, and you put that word around like it's light as hell, right?
Ooh.
You use the wrong word, right?
Ooh.
When you accuse somebody, an innocent person who at the time was young as shit, you accuse them of something that they did not do. Thank God he had a voice to speak up. I had a voice to stick up over your uncle raping me, to you, to my sister, to your dad, who made you guys live with the man. Did I ever get, I'm sorry that happened to you? No, I was expected to keep taking it, keep taking it, keep taking it. I used to use the excuse my sister had to take it because your dad would beat her up when she tried.
That was too far. Does she know this is public? Yeah, Tammy's watching right now. She knows that this is public. Like, that's crazy, dude.
Had to stand up to me over it, right? So instead
She's
of getting the
bringing up the Casey situation.
support of my family, I had to stay shut up about it so my sister didn't get beat. Okay, so that's some pretty bad shit, right? But tell me why when we just went to California, your mom had to go see your dad. Had to go see him in person. I refused. She left me in a car so she could go in and see your dad, the man that is behind so much of this, including my chapters.
Oof, are we going to hear something about Papa Lynn? Because that's like never spoken about.
The man I despise more than anything on the face of this earth. And your mom, in sobriety, in recovery, chose to go see that man eye to eye. You don't think that hurt me? But I kept taking it, right? And I kept being a sister. So you're not the only one with damage, Amber. The difference is I don't let it be an excuse. I've had some horrible things happen to me too.
I can't believe she's just sitting there and like letting this go down. No interjection. Last week, she said, pull up to Aunt Tammy. She said, pull up. Like she was going to go out and fight her in the street. And now it's nothing. Rach, thank you for the super. I feel like I'm watching a live episode of Catfish. Girl, to me, it's giving Jerry Springer. Because of like the family drama, it's very much Springer. This is crazy to me.
Trying to help you and your mom for decades. And
I know. Do you think Amber's just thinking about like money, 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 money? Is that what's going on in her head? She sees the numbers going up and the hate super chats coming in.
You know what happened during that time when I was so focused on you and your mom and your fucked up family and everything that comes with it? Guess what? It made me.
She was acting like that in the beginning. She wants Tammy to do the most so that she looks better in comparison. Exactly. Amber wants this. This is what she wants right now.
Me sick. It stressed me out. It made me weak. It made me not take care of my own kids to the best of my ability.
Because she knows like the worse Tammy is, the more people are going to feel sorry for her in the end.
Because you can't focus this long and this hard on other people and not have it take away from your life. You have, your dad has, your mom has, and you all play fucking victim. And I'm done. Anything else you want to talk about?
Regarding like the way I was like when I was a teenager in my 20s, like yeah, like I have been very transparent. Like I wasn't a great girlfriend.
No.
I probably wasn't a great niece. I wasn't a great anything. Like I was broken. I still am. But the difference now is like I try very hard to take accountability where I can, and I like, especially when Beck was going, saying all those things, like I admitted to things that I would never want to admit to out loud.
Girl, you called Beck a liar. Anything that was too bad, you just said Beck's lying. And nobody could really say anything because we didn't have any proof to the otherwise. Not that we don't believe Beck. We do believe Beck. But she was able to just say Beck's lying and run away with her tail between her legs. There was no accountability there at all. I mean, she might have admitted to the rag situation, but really, there was worse. There was somehow worse than the rags. Thank you, King DDD, for the super. Amber could have ruined Casey's life with that accusation. Yes. This is reaping what she sowed, and she deserves it. That's so true. I mean, you can ruin somebody's life with that kind of accusation. And people have been through through situations like that and not been believed. And it's just, I can understand why people would be extremely angry over that whole situation and how she handled it. And then how she responded to it, saying she used the wrong word. Ugh. And to think like she was how old? 25 when she did that? Like, It seems like something a 16-year-old would do. Not that that makes it like any better, but she did that at 25. Yeah, and it has followed Casey his whole life. Yeah. Everywhere they go, they have to worry that someone might already know them from his situation with Amber. Mm-hmm.
But one thing I will stand by is everything I said about Casey is 100% true.
I wish I could believe you, but I can't based on everything.
I don't.
can't.
I genuinely
don't believe you.
I
And
genuinely.
that hurts to say it.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Of course not.
I don't. I can't at this point. I can't.
That is sad that her aunt is up here like saying she doesn't believe it. Bombshell. Bombshell right there. What I don't understand, if she's saying right now that she stands by everything, then why did she say that she used the wrong word and that it was actually coercion? Why would she say that? Then she needs to make that clear. Was the coercion thing not true? Like, what did that mean? What was that about? That's why people don't believe her, because they don't even, like, it's all twisted and tangled and girl.
Because I know what happened because I was there. And that is something I will literally take to the last day I'm alive.
Well, the last thing I'd ever want to do is go against somebody who was actually assaulted. But all I'm saying is, based on the person I know you are, I cannot believe it 100%. If it did happen to you, I'm sorry it happened to you. If it didn't happen to you, karma's a bitch.
You're not sorry, but questioning that is
You're
sick.
not sorry.
First of all, I shouldn't even have to like sit here and talk about it because
That's the lowest blow for Amber.
I literally, you during the Kiwi Farms days were sitting there saying that I never had that happen to me when I was 7 years old, and my mom had to tell you, yes, it did happen.
That's her trigger point. Oh, now she's getting into the 7-year-old situation.
If you go back and read it, or even the current ones, I say I wasn't around during that time.
Well, remember
that
that.
was on your dad's side. I thought it was his sister, and then I had heard about it from
Wasn't it a male cousin? I thought it was a male cousin.
you, but I wasn't around. I don't know what happened.
Please
So
remember.
how can I say if it happened or not?
Please remember those words. You weren't around.
When you were
Remember.
7, no, I wasn't. And you want to know why I wasn't around? Because of your mom. Ask your mom why I wasn't around. Everyone wants to know, where was Aunt Tammy when they were in foster care? Where was Aunt Tammy then?
Right.
I was there the whole time trying for you. You don't know that because you were just a little kid. Ask your mom why I wasn't there.
Was it a female cousin? Okay, it was a female cousin.
She's told the story a million times to protect me. She didn't want me to see what y'all were going through. That's a sad-ass excuse, I know, but that's the one your mom gave me year after year after year. Remember when you came to my house in Oklahoma before your mom?
I have like deliberately avoided talking about that situation because, I mean, she was 7 years old. Like, oh God, you know? Not my place, not my place.
And us going into the garage and sitting on the floor of the garage and me showing you all this paperwork and poems I wrote and things that I did to try to find you guys, and that I never, ever gave up on you guys. The poem I wrote to my sister saying, I just have to, like, I can't keep doing this. I'll see you in the
Yep, this is right now. They're battling it out via telephone right now.
gates of heaven. Do you remember any of that? Does that sound like a person that wasn't there or didn't want to be there? Do you remember that?
Yes.
I don't understand what this accomplishes at the end of the day if Tammy already said that she's done. For Amber, it accomplishes money. We know this, but for Tammy, I'm not sure. I guess there is still a part of her that wants a relationship with Amber, or she wouldn't even be here doing this right now.
Okay, so there you go. There's your answer. Why I wasn't there. I can't be somewhere that I'm not there. I was in the Florida Keys. You were in California, and I could only do what I could. Let's put timestamps on there. Who was Aunt Tammy at this time when Amberlynn Reed came into this world? Her first and only niece. Let's see. Tammy lived in the Florida Keys. She had her first daughter at 16 in 88. She had her second daughter at 17 in 89. And in 1990, her sister came from California to Florida to get off drugs. Did for a little bit, got pregnant. I was in the delivery room with your mom.
Is this reading off the forms?
Mom giving birth to you, literally. Joke about that today. And then shortly after that, you were a few months old, and your mom chose drugs again and left Florida Keys, went to California, and that's where the story continued of our separation. But I never gave up. I found you on MySpace, remember, after all those years? I came and seen you when you were 14. Your
She
foster
found her
care
on
people,
MySpace.
or whatever, state custody people contacted me. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I was getting ready to be disabled from all my trauma, all my counseling and stuff. I was in the mix of my own hell.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I don't remember you coming to visit when I was 14. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm telling you that whole thing is completely blocked out of my memory.
Well,
And
that's one thing I can say I don't believe you about.
That honestly genuinely scares the shit out of me, because when you're saying that spaghetti story, do not remember that at all in the slightest.
You don't
Not the spaghetti story.
remember no part of your dad saying, Amber, that's enough, and you still putting more scoops on your plate?
No, I
You're
do
sitting
not.
at the kitchen table in the trailer. I remember it.
No,
Of course, I was, as you guys like to say, obsessed with you. I was. I've been obsessed with you since the day you came in this world. You were my one and only niece. I wanted it so bad.
That's why I'm like confused,
That's
because
crazy.
like I'm being accountable. Like the shit that I did in my 20s and teenager, like it's bullshit. Like I am fully aware of that, but there needs to be some nuance. And I had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder due to all the trauma of my childhood. It makes sense that I was absolutely unwell, and still to this day I am. And I thank God for maturity and for
I don't even know if she's diagnosed at this point.
aging, because I feel like that's the only reason why I have come as far as I have.
That was the whole first half of this live stream was her using her BPD to excuse all the behavior that has been going on in the past few months with the Tommy situation and the Tammy situation and her freaking out on live stream. It was all BPD. Chat BPD. Chat GPT diagnosed. Ugh. Journey, thank you. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure it's embarrassing for both of them. Yikes, spaghetti. Yeah. You feel so uncomfortable watching this. I felt a little uncomfortable at times. Oh, yeah. This is probably the most I've been like uncomfortable during a reaction, but here we are.
Like I'm still young in my brain due to the trauma. Like it's obvious. Everyone says I'm immature, I'm childish, I'm this or that. Like I do have some age regression, but I mean I'm fucking 34, so I'm gonna be
Yeah, where's the workbooks?
just naturally a little more mature in some areas. And when it comes to me and you, we have not had a falling out in the last good like 5 years. That is why
Popcorn, yeah.
I, in my opinion, have been so beyond confused by why all of this is happening.
Ooh,
Like, in my opinion, how I saw it was after the whole Kiwi Farms thing, like where you were doing all that, like genuinely that hurt so bad, but that was the last
2019.
falling out we had. And I thought
And
that
I understand. Let's just touch this. There's a lot to cover, and I get that. And I don't want to
Or that might have been 2018.
ever seem like I'm cutting you off, but I don't want to get too far where we don't handle certain things. I will admit Kiwi
Can
Farms
she
was
stop
not the
moving?
nicest thing
It's
for an aunt to do. But again, it's when you push me to the end. When I've had enough, I've tried and tried and tried and got slapped around by you, by your lies, by your manipulation. And again, I have it in text. So it's not just hearsay. It's stuff that I can say, Amber, this is what I said, this is what you said. And it's not just in your 20s. Like you say, you're in your 30s now, right? You say we've had a good relationship for the last 5 years. I beg to differ, but it's because I started pulling away. I don't know anything about a lot of your last relationships for a reason, right? Otherwise,
this is supposed to be her fast food funeral live stream. Today was Amber's, I don't know if anyone cares, but today is Amber's last day of eating whatever she wants until she's going on a journey because she's run out of content. So we need a journey, duh. What else does Amber do?
that have a lot to say.
well, I'm glad you don't know anything about Feline, because
I would have told it. You're right.
because I don't
Feline.
want her shit aired out. That is
Yeah.
no one's business to do so, because it just seems
But
like
did you not say you had a lot to tell us about her?
It's her business. And if she wants to put it out there, we're here with open arms and open wallets. Just saying.
The whole time coming here, and
Yeah.
then when you got here, you said nothing. Yeah,
Because
that's part of the games that you play.
it's not a game. My mom knows
Yeah, it is.
everything. But you know nothing because we never got to that
Feline.
level because I read through the lines. You did not want anything to do with me.
And let's
Mama Lynn knows everything. Mama Lynn knows everything about Feline. Well, not really, because she only knows Amber's side. I'm sure it differs. I mean, imagine if Amber was the only one to tell Beck's story. How much would be left out? How much would be twisted? Like, we'd be missing everything. Amber would just act like it was sunshine and roses. And yeah, she helped her out when times were bad. Blah, blah, blah. That's my girlfriend. That's what girlfriends are supposed to do, right? The rocking is due to her pocket rocket. What's a pocket rocket?
talk about the most important part of this equation, my sister. You act like you have a great relationship with my sister today, and that's a lie.
That's
You talk horribly to my sister. You treat her like shit. You make her your taxi, your Uber, your this, your that. I hear it all, Amber. And you should realize.
I could tell by the look on Amber's face that she was like, she's reading comments, she's reading the farm, she's reading Reddit when she brought up the taxi and the Uber, but let's hear it.
That by now, I don't have to be in your physical presence to hear about what goes on in our family. And I think you can tell by what I say. I know what
Grandma
I'm saying.
Lynn.
Because you know it. You live there.
Grandma Lynn is the missing link.
what I
You have treated my sister like shit so many times since you've been here. And you try to control her. And you make her take time off work to do the stupidest shit. Things that you could schedule when she's not at work. But because you only think of
She made her mom take time off of work for what? Her dumb like appointments. She can get in an Uber XL.
you do it over and over and over and over and over again.
I would like to speak, please.
Okay.
What I'm hearing you say is that grandma
Can that be a soundbite? I would like to speak, please.
is telling you things, and I think we can both admit she gets her stories completely wrong a lot of
Oh yeah, she probably had to take off work to go to Wisconsin.
the time. I'm around her, so I
I
know
thought it was maybe like a dumbass doctor appointment or something.
this. I hear her speak and say stories of things that happened while I was there, and she has it so twisted and confused, I can't even believe it. Secondly, I do not make my mom take off of work. She has taken off of work a couple times, and it was either for vet reasons for my animals, or it was for reasons where I had to go to the doctor, like because I had to go to get a test done or whatever it may be,
That reason.
and they weren't open. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, they
I
weren't
just hear
open.
excuses with that. Sorry, vets have Saturday services. Vets have after-hour services. My sister gets off at
May I finish
4 and
what I was
5.
saying?
So you could do that. So she did take it off for that. You going to the doctor? Okay. That's not an excuse. You can make an appointment. You can take an Uber. I mean, you can do DoorDash. You can take an Uber to a doctor's appointment. My sister doesn't have to lose money to take you.
Well, she doesn't lose money.
Yeah, she does.
What is she gonna say? I pay her?
She doesn't lose money for leaving a couple hours at work. Her job is very nice like that. And when that
She's
happens,
taking more than a couple hours. She's taking days off for you. Anyway,
she has not.
that's the least of our importance. But you don't treat my sister well, and I just want you to know that I'm very aware of it. And so is she. So.
My mom has never taken days off of work. I have never asked her to do that.
Not the trying to get between her and Mama Lynn.
She has taken hours. So say I have an appointment at 11, she'll get off at 10 and then go back to work maybe 12 or 1.
Not auntie breaking that facade.
So that has happened maybe 3 times since I've been here, and I've been here for 2 years now. As for the vets, I finally got a vet that is open on the weekends because I do not want her taking off of work.
I'm sure they have those vets that literally like, have you guys ever, there's a vet, my roommate like didn't drive, and the vet would come to the house in a big truck. It's like a mobile vet. Yeah, they'll literally like park in your driveway or park on the street, and you can do it that way. If my city has it, Oklahoma City has it.
And I think having a doctor's appointment and my mom actually wanting to be there by my side during those times, it says more good than it does bad. I would never force my mom to do anything. I ask her, and more than anything, she offers.
I guess it's
And-
just a vet who tells the story.
Huh?
I guess it just depends who tells the story, but I hear you.
Rainy Cannon, thank you for the super. Can she please take an effing Uber? I think she's just too embarrassed that they're going to drive off or that they're going to tell her that she can't get in because of her size. I guarantee you that's the reason. She's just embarrassed that they're going to make a comment or not, or drive off, really. Yikesies, girl. Another reason to lose the weight, you know?
It's unfair to me that you're believing like gossip. It's sad because it makes me not even
Oh, yeah, she might not even be able to get the seatbelt the whole way, and they would have an issue with that.
want to have a relationship with my grandma because when I
She
go over
doesn't
to
want to have a relationship.
I mean, imagine having a 500-pound, like, cannonball in your back seat, and you have to go on the highway or whatever with no seatbelt. Hold on, what'd she say about Grandma Lynn?
to me that you're believing like gossip. It's sad because it makes
Gossip.
me not even want to
Gossip.
have a relationship with my grandma because
What?
when I go
She
over
doesn't
to
want to have a relationship with you, so don't worry about that at all.
she
That's why you don't go over to her house. When's the last time you went over? Besides the very last time. Besides that one, Amber. When's the last time you were over
like
at my mom's?
two weekends before that.
Yeah. I know you guys take pictures and you put it in your videos, so I pretty much know when you're
Yeah,
here. And also, I was talking to my mom about 3 to 5 times every single day.
Amber can sue if they discriminate. I saw the girl that sued. Yeah, there was a girl that sued Lyft because she was like 500 or 600 pounds and the driver refused her.
So to think I don't hear what goes on every single day, pretty obvious I do. You know my mom. You know how she is, right?
Yes, that I'm also like confused because
So like she'll tell you one thing, she'll tell my sister one thing, she'll tell me one thing. We all know this, but there's still the common. You don't get up till after 3, so my sister can't do this or that with my mom because, you know, Amber, she don't get up till after 3. I don't know how many times I'd hear that over and over and over again.
No way. She couldn't get up like earlier than 3 o'clock to do something. You're kidding, right? Dream Monsters, thank you. Popped over from Poppy to see your reaction live too. Thank you, Dream Monster. Thank you. Welcome. 3 p.m. Girl, get out of bed. Like, she has all day to sleep.
Now, she can't make any plans with my mom to go do her nails or bingo anymore because she has to Amber. It's all about Amber.
If I'm being quite frank, I only see my mom once a week. It is on Saturdays. Sometimes Sundays. That is when
They only see each other once a week.
and we will go to grandma's. But that's the only time I see my mom. I don't see her throughout the week. I talk to her on the phone. I message her. I see how she's doing and stuff, obviously.
So you guys don't go to Friday bingo no more?
No, I do not.
What
I go to bingo
happened?
once a week, and it's on Saturday. So I spend 24/7 alone, and I feel like it actually has made me grow. Like, no pun intended, not like that. But I love living alone. I love being alone. But anyways, I'm gonna start rambling about that. Back to grandma.
Yeah, that's bull because Amber has her going to all these things, taking her to every appointment. They go out for lunch. They go to food. She took her to the ER. Like, she sees her more than once a week.
I'm actually taken aback right now because when I'm around her, we laugh like, oh my God, I can't even, like, it hurts our ribs. We laugh so much. We have such a good time. Like, I help her when she's walking. Like, it's just confusing because.
Oh, Amber's the caretaker now. She helps her when she's walking. What help would Amber be to Mama Lynn walking?
We always have such a good time, and I never, besides on my birthday, that was.
Are you going to tell me that you guys have never gotten an argument while you've been
Yeah,
on my about the way that you talk to my sister?
On my birthday, we got into an argument. We did,
but
I mean,
you got into it about having my sister give you your shots too.
On the
right?
birthday.
So I started crying, and my mom was like explaining how she's totally fine with it and stuff, and it started to make me feel guilty. Where I was like, is my mom actually like just saying she's not triggered? But no, she's not triggered because she wants to take.
You made her be like that, Amber. You made her feel like she can't tell you no because you keep bringing up the past all the time.
May I finish what I was saying?
Now she owes you everything. So yeah, she's afraid to tell you no.
May
She
I
didn't want
finish?
to do that.
May I finish
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
can continue now.
My mom knows her favorite word. She tells me no about a lot of things.
Dream monsters, thank you again. Using her is different than hanging out, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Using her is different. Yeah, I guess that's Amber's mind frame here. Or should I say frame mind?
Constantly, and I
The wheels of manipulation are spinning.
just accept it for what it is.
Deflect, deflect,
I just say,
deflect.
okay, I call it a day. So that's not true.
That's funny because whenever I tell you no, I got to go on and on for freaking hours and text. I'm a horrible person.
So
They want me to tell you no.
again, I'm not in my 20s anymore. So
I'm
can
not
we?
talking about just your 20s.
We obviously are, because
No,
I
we're
mean,
not.
me and you, we haven't even talked in 2 years. So it's like, how can you sit there and like still hold me to some standard of who I was in my 20s, or when
Amber was a monster in her 20s.
we talked more? I've changed even
Have
in
you
the
watched
last
your
year.
We know
videos,
this.
Amber? You are a recycle, repeat.
Okay.
Like there's nothing new about you right now. You are the same person you were yesterday, last week,
Ooh.
last month, last year. Watch your videos. Watch reaction videos. It shows it over and over again. Rinse, cycle, repeat. You
Not
haven't
the
changed,
cycle.
Amber. I wish you had, but you haven't.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know why me and your mom's not talking?
Yes.
Can you tell me the reason?
You guys had an argument
Over what?
over personal family things.
Nothing's personal. I mean, what we've aired out, what you've aired out about our family already, I don't think we have much more to hide, do we? So I don't think this one stands above the rest. So what's your...
Is it the house situation? I'm getting some weird vibes. Is she talking about the house situation? Grandma Lynn's, they're fighting over Grandma Lynn's house and she's not even dead.
story? What's the reason?
My mom thought she was getting grandma's house.
Oh,
And obviously that meant a lot to her because my mom loves grandma with all her heart. And she wanted to keep it in the family. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and explain her feelings, but it was deep reasons, not shallow reasons. So I just want to make that clear.
ooh.
Well, I'm going to make it clear the true story.
I
That
didn't
way
get
it's
to-
on this recording,
I didn't
and
get
you
to-
can share it with your mom.
And we're trying to get a word in.
You can share it with all your people, and then the truth will be out whenever you're...
I feel like Amber would not be like this with anybody else. Like if it was Beck or like Destiny, she would be screaming and cutting them off. She would not be putting on this timid act that she's doing right now. Like, it's kind of weird to see her like this because this is not the Amber that we know. Like she would be screaming. She would be, going cuckoo. Duco Duos, thank you for gifting a Shook membership. Thank you. The rocking is fake. The rocking is fake. Jiminy.
You're done with your side.
I didn't get to finish.
I know I can't look away. It's a car wreck.
So
It's a
when
wreck.
my mom found out that wasn't the case, it shocked her for a lot of deep personal reasons. And it made her very upset. And she reacted out of that upsetness. And you guys got in an argument.
Okay. So that's the story that you know.
May I ask you
Uh-huh.
why you think this matters in this moment?
Because it shows you guys' character, your behavior, what I put up with in this family, what I have put up with, what I still put up with. It shows a lot. It shows that a sister, your mother, my sister, who nobody will doubt for a second, I was her keeper. I was her person. I was the person who showed up for her time and time again, paid for...
Where was Grandma Lynn? Right. It is all about money at the end of the day. But yeah, I believe the story is that 10 years ago, Tammy told Mama Lynn that she could have the house. And just recently she decided, because Mama Lynn is good now, making decent money doing her own thing, that they should be 50-50 now. And so she's not going to get the whole house. They're going to have to sell it and split the cash.
Her, I mean, would you argue with that?
Holding it above her head isn't fair,
I'm
especially.
not holding. I'm just saying, everyone knows in the family it's me that did all that. I was the one who loved my sister beyond measure for decades.
Okay.
And was always there for her every time she needed me.
To me, it feels like your goal in this like going public thing is to make my mom look bad and to make me look worse.
No,
And
it's to show that your mom, just because she got clean and sober, doesn't make you a good person automatically. There's still behaviors that need to be changed.
my mom,
And this was a big one.
my mom is a good person, and I've never like she's not even a good person who does bad things. She genuinely is a good person who does good things.
Goofy.
Like having
Well,
an
I'm not going to sit here and bash my sister tit for tat for you, but you know what I mean. It's real rich coming from you. Real rich.
calling my mom a good person who does good things, how does that make me
Of
real
course
rich?
she's a good person and she does good things. When she found recovery, she'd give other homeless people money all the time and help people all the time. Her heart was good. She did homeless bags for the homeless, keeping with the tradition that I started, which of course on the video, you
What happened recently, it's almost like Tammy wants to say, but now something changed and she's different.
guys make it like it's your thing, which I thought was cute and hurtful at the same time, because I did the homeless bags when my sister was homeless and out there. I continued during the Christmas times with me and my husband. Then sister came into the picture and me and sister did them together. But what happened this year? Amber and sister did it. And then, oh yeah, we did. This is a tradition. It's a number 3 in our family. Those are
What?
intentional slaps to me. You know I watch your videos.
She took
You
her.
guys know I'm going to see that. And you know what it does to me.
Ooh, do you think there's subliminals in Amber's videos to poke at Tammy? Or is she just seeing something where it's not there?
When I went to go see my cousin Crystal, when I did homeless bags, when I say the number 3, I'm not thinking of you. I'm not thinking, ooh, my aunt's gonna see this. Like that's paranoia talking, and that's it.
No, it's not. At the end of the day, your mom says that she is a
Paranoia.
Christian and she's in sobriety, and she, you know, you have to learn to forgive, right? But when the thing happened about the house, which we still haven't covered, when it happened though, and it wasn't my doing, it started with my mom,
The house
and I
thing.
handled it the correct way. Sister got mad at me. So all this time, I thought,
Oh, wait, if it was the mom that decided that, then I can't understand. Like, yeah, it's up. That's what I thought the whole time. Like, it's going to be up to the mom at the end of the day. And you have to accept that, period, you know? So now I'm like, ooh. Mama Lynn, girl. What are you doing? You got to respect what the mama says about that.
she was not talking to me about 2 statements that I made during that time. Turns out, nope, it's just about the house. Okay. So, we go back to the beginning of the house when we originally talked about the house with my mom. I am buying my first home. So,
I feel like they all need like therapy. They need a family therapist. Or maybe even like this would be perfect for Dr. Phil.
in their minds, I
Somebody
have a
get
home,
Dr. Phil.
which is not factual. I'm paying out the ass for my home every month. I don't own it. The bank owns it. So I'm buying.
Ooh, next on Dr. Phil. My sister stole my house. Like the Real Housewives. You stole my house.
My home. My sister, just getting clean and sober, we honestly didn't know, obviously, if she'd even stay clean and sober. So my mom was wondering about the house. How could we have my sister in the house? Well, as most people know, even the younger of younger know that normally in a family situation, you do it 50-50 between 2 siblings. And if the one sibling wants to live in the house, they buy out the other sibling. So let's just put a number of $80,000. Let's say the house is $80,000. How would your mom ever come up with $40,000 to pay me out based on what we knew then?
Amber would pull it out. Just kidding. Amber would pull it out of her 2019 savings. No, there's no way that the house is 80,000 now. Unless it's like falling apart and it's in the worst part of town. Well, let's just be honest here. That was just an example. It's probably a lot more than that.
And I, being the good
Now.
sister, said, let's not worry about that. Sister can move in the house, and when it comes time for her paying me out, I don't care if she gives me $250 a month for the rest of her life, as long as she has a home. Right? That's a good sister. Then you fast forward. Now, as you know, your mom's
Is it a trailer?
gonna have
I
10
don't
years
think
clean.
it's a trailer.
She's in the same apartment, same relationship, same job, doing very well, has a nice little nest egg. She's doing great. Couldn't be more proud of her success and her sobriety. So when we're in California, my mom starts it, not me. She starts the conversation over and over how people are saying it's not fair, that most families split it 50-50, yada, yada, yada. She even talked to my Uncle Ron out there about it. And that's what happened outside
Not
of the hotel
Uncle
that day.
Ron.
They were smoking cigarettes. Your mom's sitting on a bench. I'm standing to the side. My mom brings up the house thing. And I
Ooh.
look at my mom and I say, Mom, now is not the time.
Grandma Lynn getting messy.
Sister overhears this and questions, huh? What was that? And I tell her, now is not the time. She says, no, I already heard it. And I already have it set in my mind that that's my house. So a fight starts, even though I tried to avoid it. I said two things pretty, I guess, shitty. But, you know, when you're arguing, we do that. I'm human too. So
Apparently Granny Lynn is talking crap about Amber to Auntie too. That's what I kind of surmised over what she said previously about Grammy. Senpai, thank you for the super. My family isn't perfect, but my aunt would never do what she's doing. Tammy's weird AF for this. I know, I could never see anyone in my family going online, like, to air out anything. I mean, that's just crazy. I can't imagine it. But for Amber, it doesn't surprise me for some reason. Like, it just does not surprise me that this is happening at this point. Amber just has this way of pushing people, apparently. Look at how many people have spoken out. Like, it's crazy how many people have spoken out.
I did say,
It's over 10. 10 people have spoken out about Amber. 10. 10. I don't think you talk badly about your family. That's true. I never talk about my family usually. Well, definitely not anything bad. Good things like food and fun. But there isn't anything like this. Like, there is nothing crazy like this.
one, you would never be able to buy a house. You would have to have a house given to you, just like our mother. And number two, you're right. You'll never have a marriage like mine because it takes work and dedication and love and nurturing, which she would never. And if you lie about your mom's relationship with Steven, that's just a whole new level. It's horrible. So tell the story you want to tell, but I got that juice too. So anyway, back to the house though. So there was our little fight. And then I kept saying, I told you now is not the time. Not wanting to throw my mom under the bus, talking her shit. I'm trying to have peace. So then, you know, the next day, whatever, a few hours later, whatever it is.
I know. What's going on with this house? Like, that's like the least interesting part of it. We should not know anything about this house, regardless of what Amber did or didn't do. We shouldn't know anything about this house. It doesn't have anything to do with Amber. Look at Amber. She's bored of it.
Your mom says, sister, can we just put this at rest right now and enjoy our vacation? And I say yes, and I thought we did. And then it's a big issue again.
Amber's zooted
I
in.
can't tell the whole story because then it throws my mom underneath the bus, right?
You like the house drama?
Well, it gets worse. And the only reason why I'm letting this out is for me. Not for you, not for sister, not for my mom. This is for me. This is the family we come from. My mom and I went to her lawyers, had her trust changed. Totally different scenario. And she wanted to die having my sister think that she's getting that house. And when that trust is read,
What?
boy, would your mom's head would have fucking turned. Because you'd be
What?
shocked at the difference what that trust says. There's rules and stipulations that your mom would have to follow to get anything. My mom wanted me to hold that in the whole time while looking at my sister in her face, thinking that she was getting this house. My
But
mom wanted
why? That's crazy. Why would she want her to think she's getting the house until her last breath? And then when she opens up the will, like it says, nope, you don't. Ha ha. Ha ha, you lose. Like, what? That's some crazy shit. I don't understand why you would want to do that. I mean, yeah, you might have to sit her down for a difficult conversation because it seems like she had it in her head she was getting that house, but oh my. Oh my. Amber continuing to use paranoia and saying Tammy is unwell is so disgusting coming from someone who lies about having BPD. Yeah, it was very much giving like gaslighting in the previous live stream. The gaslighting, the manipulation. She wouldn't like it if someone did that to her. You're just saying this because you're unwell. Death Slut 666, thank you so much. Plot twist, Grandma Lynn leaves the house to reaction channels to make an ALR content house. Please get me a room. Oh gosh, thank you for the super chat and the laugh.
to die and let my sister find out after. That's the kind of stress I carry for this family. If I tell sister, then sister and my mom will not have a relationship again. I'll be the bad one, right? So I took it and I said nothing, and it continued to put separation in between me and my sister. Therefore, you jumped on board and continued to be separated as well. That's how this broke down.
Okay.
I know it is dark, isn't it?
So there you go.
I just don't understand what this has to do with anything.
Oh my gosh, is Mama Lynn watching? There goes the house stream. Wait, we have to realize what the gravity of what she just exposed in their family. I mean, it was Grandma Lynn's wish to go to the grave with that secret. And she just exposed it to 4,000. Well, not only 4,000, we've got all the reaction channels too. Hundreds of thousands of people. Ooh. Are they all going to sit around the same Thanksgiving table in a few months? Because I would like to be a fly on the wall. What if a, like, family member passed away? I don't know, God forbid, but... Or someone not related to the drama had a birthday party and they were both invited. I wonder what would go down. Would we have a tussle in the backyard? I think we might have a little tussle in the backyard.
Shows your maturity.
Well,
But at the end of the day, you are who you are. I am who I am. Largely, it's because of our family. The difference between me and you is you will always play victim, and I will always look to heal. I tried my best with you, Amber. I was never enough. I will never be enough. And as this life unfolds, I see it more and more clear. I can't see how I can devote decades to two people that can literally throw me to the side for no reason at all.
can I?
And you brought up going to visit Crystal. That was hurtful too. Because you know I don't have my daughter in my life. You probably even know more reasons than I do. But regardless.
Oh, I was confused. Crystal is Tammy's daughter. So we're not talking about the Crystal that she dated. Crystal, Tammy's daughter, does not speak to her. Crystal went no contact with Mother Tammy. Just to lay that out there. That definitely set off some alarm bells with a lot of people. Like, why is her daughter no contact? Yeah.
You and my sister both know what that daughter has done and is doing, and you guys both chose to go visit her. Where was she when
What is the daughter doing?
you needed anything? Where Where was she when sister needed anything? Never, not once did she step up and help out. She's a user and a manipulator and a greedy, money-hungry person, just like you guys. That's why you guys get along.
Crystal.
I don't get along with my daughter because just
Crystal, come forward.
like you, I don't let people get away with their shit. I say the truth, and you guys can't handle it.
So I visited Crystal because she's my cousin and I love her. And I genuinely enjoyed being around her, and I can't wait to see her again. And that's the truth.
Well, good.
She
I hope you
has-
guys live a miserable life together. I really don't care.
Ooh.
The fact that you went and seen her, period, knowing what you know,
Yeah, she is trashing her daughter.
shows enough for me. It's okay.
But I'm not sure. I do wonder, like, what did Crystal put her through? Was it years and years of the same thing her sister put her through after she just got out of that? I don't know. We don't know anything about what Crystal did or did not do. Maybe Crystal is perfect and Tammy's the problem. We don't know. Crystal, where are you? Come forward.
So I just feel like conversation keeps floating back and forth because like we keep going off on different topics, but
Come forward,
Of course, it's
Crystal.
decades of trauma.
yeah, I'm mainly only trying to focus on what's happened in the last couple of years because I like when me and you made up again, especially like, 4 years ago or whatever, like that meant something to me. And that's why I don't know why we keep going backwards instead of forwards. So that's why I'm very much stuck in the last, couple of years.
It's because of all the lies, even current. I watch your, like, another thing that you said that was so far from the truth is that you talked something about gift giving and that you used to send me gifts, and no matter what, it was never enough. Why do you say shit like that when it's so far from the truth? I have videos of me opening up your gifts,
Wasn't Crystal.
crying because I'm so happy, and it's not a show
What?
for anyone. I've never sent it to anyone. I was gonna send it to you, but never
It wasn't
did.
Crystal.
But I would be full of emotion just getting anything from you because you were my niece. And I sent you gifts back. And we had that going until my sister came in the picture, and then that ended, just like everything else. It's like you come in the picture and things end for
No gifts this year.
my sister, and then my sister comes in the picture and things end for us. Weird, huh?
So back to what I was saying. So okay, after Thanksgiving, like
Do you guys think Mama Lynn is like whispering things in her ear to not talk to Tammy or whatever? Maybe.
I did message you randomly in December, and why wasn't that enough for you to invite me to Christmas?
Because we went the whole month of October that you were here. I get to see you. Then I got to see you in November because I invited you to Thanksgiving. And besides that, the only text I think I have is for the vape. And then nothing in December until you asked something, I think it was COVID, how I was doing from COVID. And I answered that even while I was sick. And then you said, Merry Christmas.
Did we? Did we get through the most shocking parts? I think the most shocking part for me was when she sat up and she straight up told Amber to her face that the Casey situation was a lie. That was like, my jaw was on the floor that she went there. Ooh wee.
On Christmas, and the day after, I think it was like at 7:30 in the morning, I told you happy late Christmas. Obviously, I was pretty sick at the time, and then nothing past that. Nothing in January, nothing till February 24th where you sent me the picture. By then, I was done. You had been here since October, and I seen you once. No, twice. The day I was in your apartment, and then
It was February 1st where I
whatever,
messaged
still
you.
February.
I messaged you and asked if you wanted to hang out with me, Eric, and Ricky. Like I was
I
literally
was out of town, Amber.
I know, but that was my way of showing you like I'm thinking of you because I know you really liked them
My
at the
way.
time, and like that
Wait, so Aunt Tammy was like a fan of Eric on YouTube? Do you think she followed Eric Cook's YouTube channel? Why did he delete everything and leave and tell us to leave his name out of his mouth? Eric Cook, Eric Cook, Eric Cook.
was my way of like I don't know, an olive branch, something, because I genuinely was not choosing sides. And like you said, grandma told you I was quote unquote boo-hooing over
Didn't they fall out? Didn't they fall out? Her, Eric and Ricky?
it because I was hurt. Like I was excited to come here and have you in my life, like genuinely.
Why didn't you text me?
I did.
Why didn't you text me and say, like you have before, again, I have probably
May I
25
speak?
of them. Auntie, what can we do to fix this? Auntie, I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry I said this, or this. Auntie, I'm sorry. I pushed you away because this is what I do to people. How many times have I gotten those messages? But this chapter, I didn't get nothing even close to that. When you knew it was between me and my sister fighting, you could have at any time said, Auntie, I understand you're having a problem with my sister right now, but I still want to see you. Can we have lunch?
Because I was,
You want to come over?
like I said, I was trying to read between the lines when
Does she still want a relationship or no?
I noticed that
Because Tammy said flat out last week that she wants nothing to do with Amber ever again.
you weren't texting me at all, ever. It made me realize maybe she doesn't want anything to do with me. Like when I wasn't invited to Christmas, when I didn't get a happy birthday, when I wasn't receiving texts from you, when all you did was heart my love and miss you. Like that,
Future
those were
Amber.
my small ways of like
Ooh.
opening the doors
Auntie
to
Lynn.
a relationship with you. And you were not stepping through the door. Like that's the best way to put it. And it's just like, what was I supposed to do with that? I was starting to genuinely feel like a fool.
It gets worse.
Well, I'm looking at the text
We have
right
what,
now as we
30 more
speak,
minutes,
and we
20
just
more
got two
minutes
different
left.
sides. That's all I can say. And
We only got about 20 more minutes left in this. I will be right back in a second, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. Mommy had a full bladder, and I don't have a pee pad. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I don't have a pee pad, so I had to get up. Where's my pee pad?
I don't know what else to say besides that. I mean, I have it in front of me, Amber, so you can't turn it a different narrative. You know what I mean? It's right here.
I also have it in front of me.
And how many? You say I never tried to be a good aunt.
Oh my gosh, a live stream pee pad. I feel like I could see Eugenia having that.
You don't think that's hurtful to hear you say that? When I have how many? What was it?
But Eugenia will live stream for 8 hours and not take a sip of water. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, how are you talking? No wonder she's like so hoarse. She can barely speak half the time.
Things called slap books, slam books, something like that. 200 and something questions. I did multiple times throughout the years with you, even when I'm working.
Oh yeah, the diaper drama, Eugee's diaper drama. I forgot about that.
Busy as hell, in between customers, texting you answers because you're like, answer my questions.
Eugee
all the
diaper
time.
drama.
But yet you don't know me from shit. You didn't even know how old I was.
I don't know
I'm your
anyone's
mom's
age.
younger sister by 2 years.
I don't know anyone's age.
Your mom is 56. So how could you think I was in my 40s?
Because I don't know anyone's age.
Because you don't put any energy into anything except what you do.
If I don't
Amber's lost the plot.
put any energy into everything.
You would know my date, my birthday.
Okay.
You only have one aunt.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
I have multiple aunts, but you're the only one that is in my current life. But
I mean, if you want to talk about blood, I guess, but you have one aunt.
I don't have one aunt.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have one aunt.
Blood is thicker than water. How many aunts does she have? She only has one aunt in her life, allegedly.
Oh, okay. I guess I have never met your other aunts.
Aunt Kathy.
I don't know.
It was her
I don't know
daughter.
your dad's size.
It was her daughter when I was 7 years old.
It was her daughter when I was 7 years old. Auntie Kathy's daughter. Okay.
Like I said, I don't know them. I don't know their
Okay,
names.
so
I know
stop saying I
nothing
have one
about them.
aunt when I don't. It's just, it's part of like all of this nonsense. You say things that aren't real.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm the one aunt that's been in your life since you.
Oh, here we go. Amber caught one thing that wasn't the truth. So now, like, that's going to be the excuse for everything. Nothing she says is real because she didn't know I had an Aunt Kathy. Aunt Bumpy. No, it's Uncle Bumpy, but he was actually great Uncle Bumpy because it was her grandpa Lynn's friend. So not even blood. But still Uncle Bumpy nonetheless. That sounds like someone who would essay. I'm just saying, Uncle Bumpy, like that's just sus to me. But
Or
okay.
how old? I don't know how else to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Not important.
I genuinely do not remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. So you sit there and you say that like because I don't know your age means I don't care. That's not true. That is genuinely so untrue because the only example I can like show of that is like,
Yeah, where's Aunt Kathy? Because does Aunt Kathy know about this situation with her daughter and Amberlynn? Amber says that her daughter essayed her at 7 years old. Is that the dad's sister? Yeah, I'm assuming that's the dad's sister because they all live in Oklahoma. And obviously, Tammy would know her own sister if she had one. I would hope. Maybe she wouldn't. I don't know. I have an Aunt Kathy. She's not my aunt, but she's my mom's cousin, but I call her Aunt Kathy anyways.
how well do I know you and your likes just based on like when we would gift exchange? Like I knew exactly, like you would always tell me how good of a gift giver I was. And that was based off of a long distance family relationship that we had.
But I never tried. I never tried to be a good aunt, remember?
No,
so how did you learn about me?
I'm letting you know that I do know you. I do learn about you. I'm just not good with birthdays, names, or ages, and that's okay. But don't equate that into me being a bad niece because I don't know your age. That's not fair.
I equate you being a bad niece by all your actions, not just one. That's just one of many.
Ooh.
Okay, but I'm learning.
I mean, how would you feel if I tell you I didn't know your birthday?
I'd be like, I'm not surprised.
Oh,
You don't even know how many aunts I have.
Oh god.
wow. See, I told you guys Amber was going to make that everything because she caught one thing that was off that she had proof of. It's going to be everything. Clock it, clock it. Everything's Aunt Kathy. Everything is Aunt Kathy.
What?
That's just I can't with you sometimes.
Well, I'm saying obviously
Tammy couldn't do anything but laugh.
you don't know much about me because I have
I
repeated.
obviously knew you had another aunt, Amber, because I've been questioned about it real recently, right? When I again said, I don't know. I know it was George's sister. Obviously, I know your dad's sister is your aunt. I know these things.
George Reed.
I said I'm your only aunt because I'm talking about from my sister. I wasn't talking about your dad's side or somebody who hasn't been in your life in, you know.
Tammy's made it clear that she doesn't want anything to do with George Reed or the family. She said the Reeds were all trash, including Amber and Mama.
2.5 decades. I mean, I just don't know what to tell you past that. I'm sorry I said I was your only aunt. You have another aunt. Where is she at?
The Reeds.
California.
When was the last time you talked to her?
It's been a few years because it's triggering for me.
That smug look. I don't want to laugh, but like
I just like
that
you don't
smug
want to talk
look.
about things that happened in your 20s, just years ago, right? But yet you think it's okay to talk about every single thing that happened since the day you were born and use this as an excuse to be the person that you are today.
Because
Who cares about Aunt Kathy? We all do. I want her to come forward.
unfortunately, the things
Just
that I
kidding.
went through when I was younger, which I only recently found out a couple years ago, led me to have literally brain deformities, which is what is caused borderline personality disorder. So unfortunately, these are things
Is
that I'm
that the
dealing with
correct?
every single day.
So why
And
don't
I'm
you
Is that the correct terminology? Brain deformities? I thought a deformity was something that you're, I guess, not born with, but I don't think that's the right word. Brain abnormalities? Is that a better term? But anyways, back to the BPD.
get help,
and I'm
Amber, so you
trying
keep hurting people in the way?
and I'm trying very, very hard to learn the difference between excuse and reason, because I am tired of making excuses, and now it's just a reason for the way I am and the reason for the way I've acted in the past and current times. And I'm trying very hard to focus on being a better person.
Well, I sincerely wish you all the best in that. You do need some professional help. I know you say that you've gotten it from time to time, but just sitting over a phone call or a video is not extensive help. You need really inpatient at the end of the day, but I know
Ooh,
that will never happen. But you really do.
not
You
her
really need to
going
take some of
with,
your money that you're
not her going with reaction channel talking points. Hashtag inpatient.
making off this crap and get yourself some real help from a real counselor, face-to-face, weekly meetings, true
Dr.
medication that can help
Snowflake.
you, and maybe you can
She needs to talk to Dr. Snowflake.
come out on the other side. But all this, oh, I got the phone calls, the apps and all that, it's not the same. It's not the same. And
My chemical imbalance.
you do self-diagnose a lot. I hear it. And so you do have some issues. I'm not saying that you don't. Of course you do.
May I know?
But you need professional help to diagnose and treat.
May I know what I have self-diagnosed myself as?
Oh my God.
BPD.
So many. Just watch your videos. I don't have time
If
for
it's
it.
so
There's
many,
too many.
I would
There's too many.
like you
BPD.
just to name one then.
Bipolar.
Just anything. OCD.
That was
DPD,
OCD.
BPOPD. I don't know. Put all the letters in there. I don't give a fuck.
BPD. See, this is where it's like you're supposed to be my aunt, and whether you're angry or
Yeah, I
not,
was
Ooh.
supposed to be.
She's
Whether you-
getting,
I'm not no more.
it's getting disrespectful. It's getting disrespectful.
whether you're angry or not, like I don't understand like how it's so easy for you to mock mental illnesses that I have.
Amber, I have just as much labels, if not more, than you do. Documented, proved, treated, you name it. I would never make light. It takes a lot to get through these things, but it takes a lot of work that I've put into it. You got me to this point because I've held on for so long. And every time I turn on the fucking TV and I look into my niece, I see more and more and more. And it's disgusting.
Lies.
I think that maybe
More
something
and
what
more
you need to do is
lies.
probably log off and stop watching my YouTube.
I've tried that before. Do I need to show
Not her telling her to log off, girl.
those fucking receipts too? Where I told you I need to quit watching your videos for my own mental health, and then the text comes, Auntie, are you watching my videos again? No. I really wish you would watch them. I'm sorry, Amber, I can't right now.
Did she already tell her that she wasn't going to watch them for mental health reasons? Like, what?
I am not just another YouTuber. I am your aunt. I want to build a relationship with you, not through YouTube. I shouldn't find out.
I know, right? Like, what? She shouldn't have to watch her YouTube to know her. This is crazy.
Everything about your life through your YouTube channel. Until you can do that, I'm not watching no more. A couple weeks later, you come back. You watching my videos again? You don't give a fuck about my mental health.
You are talking about things that genuinely happened
20 years ago, yeah.
Does Amber just want a view? Amber just wants the views.
so long ago. It's like crazy.
It doesn't. So if things that happened years and years ago don't matter,
I know Amber got dragged to filth. I mean, Tammy was definitely showing her unhinged side, and I think it caused a lot of people to turn against the Tammy wave. But that doesn't stop the fact that Amber got dragged for filth.
quit bringing up your past as if they do.
They definitely matter, but like I'm trying to understand, because the whole point of all of this that is happening is because of like recent things within the last couple of years, and I'm genuinely confused, and I still stay confused, and we've been on this conversation for an hour, and it's like I still don't have an answer.
Because people like you can't see it for what it is. It's just that clear. I mean, I could talk till I'm blue in the face till midnight.
Can we get Aunt Kathy next week? Maybe she can call her next week. We'll see what she has to say. Or what about Casey's mom? That's who I would like to hear from. Just one, maybe 30-minute interview. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I would like to hear from Casey's mom, Crystal's parents. Ooh, I bet they have some stories.
We'll probably still stay right here with you not understanding what's right in front of your face.
Here's another question. Why, after Thanksgiving, did you expect our only conversations to be opened by me instead of you?
Call Granny versus Amber. Can you imagine if her grandma came on? My grandma like barely knows what YouTube is. My grandma does not understand what I do at all. But that's okay.
I really can't answer that 100%. I don't know. I think I was hurt over I just found out I can't see you without your mom. And then it following through where I didn't get to see you. And then, of course, the only time you reached out was when you wanted something. And then, of course, we're working. We work full-time jobs. You know, we don't just sit around every day. So in between all that, it's not like I have all the time in the world. And I think I was just waiting on you to do the right thing. I've done my part for decades. And then you guys were here. Should have been part of my dream living out, but no, it turned into my own personal hell.
Yeah, because from my point of view, it just seems like you're so mad at my mom.
You think Amber's blowing wind? Is that what she's doing? She's leaning over to toot. Toot, toot. Toot, toot.
And then now, like, I don't want to insult you, but it just feels like you're bitter that me and my mom are close. And you didn't.
I'm not. I wouldn't have played the middle person all that time if I didn't want you guys close. It doesn't even make sense. This was the goal, you know, the pot at the end of the rainbow was to have my sister clean and you and.
But she felt like she was completely left out. Because Amber pretty much cut contact.
Her enjoy life together. I just didn't know I'd be kicked to the curb in the process. Bitter, I don't think is the right word. Pissed off, I think is more accurate. Because it's disgusting. I don't deserve this. I
genuinely thought I was going to be the one to get, like, I repeatedly would tell my mom she should message you. And, like, I thought I was going to be the one to help with that. And that's why, like, the 3 times we did see each other when my mom was there, like, I was hoping that was going to help. And it's like, it sucks that it didn't. Like, it's genuinely unfortunate. And I just know that, like, I did wrong things again. Like, I've admitted to those. But in the last, like, literally 4 years, I've made sure to be a good niece. I've made sure not to lash out like I used.
It seems like she barely contacted her. Is that a good niece? And Amber's like the least busy person in the world. You know? Literally, she's like the least busy person in the world.
To, especially once I understood why I am the way I am. And it's like, it's made certain situations easier. So that's why I'm just, like, so genuinely confused why all of this is happening.
I guess it's that phrase, the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, people can only hold it together for so long. And you push, and you push, and you push. What's that saying?
Oh, yeah, she sleeps until 3. Yeah. I remember, like, summers in high school, I would sleep till, like, 3 sometimes. But you just don't feel good doing that. Staying up all night, sleeping all day.
Slow death by 1,000 cuts or whatever he said. That was the most accurate statement that I've ever felt. That's how I feel with you. You cut me, 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 you cut me. And then you say, where's there blood? Because people can only get cut so many times. That's why.
I'm fully aware of, like, what you're saying, but, like, what did I do in the last?
It's what you didn't do in the last chapter. In the last few months, it's what you didn't do.
But
not what you did.
Okay. The thing that you're upset with me for not doing is the same thing that you didn't do either.
Well.
Oh, I know. She has been, I don't know what journey she's doing behind the scenes, but it is not working. I am kind of excited to see this new journey, though, not gonna lie, because if she needs a journey, like, she needs a journey now. Because, yeah, she has to be shoving in like 6,000 calories a day, right? To keep up that weight.
Besides that, besides this that's currently going on, what I have learned about you through your relationships that I've been watching,
Yeah, weigh
I don't
in.
want
We
you in
need
my
a
life
weigh in.
anyway. Even if
We
we could
need a
amend
weigh in.
this, you're a horrible person in my eyes now. You're vile. You're self-absorbed. You're
Not vile, self-absorbed, manipulative.
manipulative. You're abusive, not only physically, but mentally. So really all this is for nothing because there is no fixing this. I will never be in your life. My
Just think about how much worse she would be if she was in shape. I mean, even at 500 pounds, she was beating on wifey, beating on Beck, beating on Casey. Imagine if she was physically fit, the damage she would do. Or should I say could do. All right, let's end the poll. Are you Team Amberlynn, 2%, Team Tammy, 25%, and the winner is Team Group Therapy with 73%. Skinny Amber would be a ninja. I want to be ninja.
sister's life or my mother's life for the
Have you
rest
guys
of
seen
my
that?
life. And you can take that to the bank and cash it. Have a good night, Amber, and a good life. I wish you nothing but the best. You can talk all your shit that you want online.
Hold on.
Life, say this. I will never be in your life, my sister's life, or my mother's life for the rest of my life. And you can take that to the bank and cash it.
She's done for the rest of her life.
Have a good night, Amber, and a good life. I wish you nothing but the best. You can talk all your shit that you want online. I give no fucks. Will I still watch it? Probably. Because you're a mind fuck at this point. I am so mind blown at the way you think and the way you act. It's not really a huge surprise coming from our family, and that's sad in itself, but it is what it is. But I am human too. I have been through my own shit. I have healed from my shit as much as I can. This would only take me back if I continue, and I refuse. Because as a 54-year-old woman, I still have some life to live, and I choose to live it. And I choose to live it without your bullshit in it. And you think it's cute to say I'm obsessed with you, that watched all your videos. That's just weird. There ain't nothing weird about that. I wanted a relationship with my niece, and the only way I got it was through
That is weird to say, like, you're obsessed is weird, yeah.
YouTube.
Weird implications.
I lost, you won. I hope you have a great life.
I lost, you won, have a great life. Did she just hang up?
I lost, you won. I hope you have a great life.
No, don't give her the win. And that's it. Wow.
I didn't even get to say bye.
Amber, like, doesn't even care. Hi.
I don't know. I genuinely am like,
Speechless squirrel. She's speechless squirrels. She's got nothing. Come on, girl, spit it out.
I don't know what to say.
Afterthoughts, afterthoughts.
How do I feel about that? I feel verbally attacked,
Oh,
obviously. Like especially like
verbally
coming from my aunt is
attacked.
like just very painful for me. Um,
She had to get those lies together quick.
and it also makes me sad at the same time because it's like I know my like I know I have issues, like that's obvious. I'm very upfront about them. But it's
I
like
can't
it makes me
believe
sad because
that's
she
all
clearly
online.
has issues as well, and it's like she's not like aware of them. I don't know.
Here she goes again, like trying to diagnose Tammy. She always gets on us for diagnosing her or undiagnosing her. Right? Kick at show. Thank you for the super. If my aunt reacted this way, I would be a sobbing mess. My aunt wouldn't act this way, but I get what you mean. Yeah, I would turn it off. I would not let that go on for the world to see. That's the weirdest part of it all. That we're watching it right now. Is this Black Mirror in real life? Jerry live. Yeah, did she take some of the Delta gummies because the calmness is unmatched? And she only cried like once.
Um, but one thing,
Yeah, does she just want to get the money at this point? I think Amber, yeah, she's just thinking about that bag because she's been very open about all the drama recently. Like, usually she would just ignore it and do weigh-in videos or what I ate today BS, lying about food. Oh, so she did garden. Okay. Okay, okay. But yeah, she's been a lot more like willing to talk about the drama as it's going on recently because I think she took a lot of days off. Maybe her paycheck wasn't great. So she was like, let me get the numbers up. Let me get the numbers up. Demon Pig 89, thank you for the super. It's kind of messed up that they think of this as content. Anything for views, girl. Amber had every right and every free will to turn that off if she wanted to. We have to keep that in mind. Like, there is a reason Amber kept it on, and that's because she wants to make her aunt look crazy. And that was pretty crazy. Like, that was pretty crazy.
that I'm not is I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm not embarrassed. I think she should be slightly embarrassed because that was like,
No, she was trapped. She's not trapped. She could turn it off at any time. She could hang up or turn it off at any time. Nobody was forcing this. And she knew, like, you could tell, like, right before she got the call that Amber was like, oh, I know my aunt's going to be calling. Like, she knew it was going to happen. And she was ready. She wasn't ready for her to go that hard, but she was ready to watch the numbers go up. That's for sure. The food stamps. Tammy was mad about the food stamps because Amber ate so much food. I don't think it was that. I think it was the fact that Amber was sitting there complaining about everything, but like she didn't contribute anything to the family. She had no job. She wouldn't clean. She wouldn't do anything. And then she went and got food stamps and was like, I'm glad I could help you guys. And they were just like, excuse me? Okay. You know, that kind of thing. Like, okay. Did Tammy know she was being recorded? Yeah, she was watching. Tammy was watching Amber live. You could hear the echo at first before she turned it off. So she knew she was answering while on live stream. So, yeah.
crazy. Um, I'm not ashamed. I'm not gonna let her words in the way that she views me. It's not gonna let me look at myself any differently. If anything, it reminded me of how far I have come because like I was
And what do you guys think about the daughter that's no contact? I feel like that's one of the biggest red flags to me. Like the daughter, Tammy's daughter has chosen to go no contact. Why is that? Notice how that didn't come out at all.
hectic in my 20s, especially like my early 20s. Um, I was hectic, like, and I've been very upfront with that, and it goes to show that I would like, I always say I wish I was 21, but I'm telling you, the mind frame that I had back in my 20s, I will never want to be that person again. And
She hasn't changed that much since then. Do I think you can tell? Like, yeah, there's an obvious bit of growth. Like, I don't want to give Amber too much credit because she doesn't deserve it, but like, she's a little less immature than she was back then. But she is still that same person at the end of the day. I mean, she really has not changed. She's just gotten better at lying. Or should I say worse at lying?
I don't know.
And she could never admit when she's wrong, like in any situation when it comes to like the important stuff. Like she'll admit the rags, but she won't admit the timing, the this, the that. She won't admit the severity of the things that she has put people through. I mean, she sees it as a joke. She sees choosy as a joke. She's laughed at it recently.
I'm yeah. If
Choosy.
anyone hears that and says, "Oh yeah, she's a smart woman," it's tough lying. Um,
Choosy.
hurt people. Yeah. I think you handled yourself very well. Thank you. Um,
She's still so confused.
y'all are both narcissistic. Oh.
Ooh.
Um, there were so many things that she was like saying and I wanted to respond, but I just couldn't get a word in, you know?
Can you have BPD and NPD, or does it have to be one or the other? Wait, I need to look that up.
I felt like I was slightly disassociative or whatever the word is.
Maybe
Like,
I actually kind of believe that because you could tell by the look on her face. She was trying to disassociate. Disassociate. I was disassociating. But that is not like an excuse. She's used that as an excuse for her behavior before, too. I didn't even know what was going on. I was disassociating. Like, what? That's not an excuse for anything.
God. And like the couple times I started crying, I felt like I was literally transformed back into like a little girl. Like it was crazy. I wish I would have taken notes because I would say them now, purse baby, but I don't even remember. Um, no, I wasn't gagged or speechless.
Yes, you were. It took you a couple minutes to recover, girl, at the end of that call. Okay, so you can have NPD and BPD at the same time. It's like a co-occurrence. Okay. You can meet the diagnostic criteria for both. And they share some overlapping traits. Interesting. It's kind of hard for me because, like, honestly, if you read the criteria for BPD and MPD, like, you could definitely put Amber in those boxes. But obviously, I'm not a doctor, so I can't do that. But, you know, whatever. Astro Cat, thank you for the super. Going to sleep now. Dreams will be weird tonight. LOL. Oh my goodness, girl. I pray for you. Just kidding. Good night. Yeah, I could see Amber having MPD and slash or BPD, you know. But the fact that she doesn't like do anything about it is the worst of it. And then uses it as an excuse while actively doing nothing to help herself. I mean, that just must be crazy. Living in that mind of hers must be crazy.
It sounds like your grandma started this. Yeah, that's what I was kind of sensing. Me and my grandma get along. That's why that whole thing, like, genuinely, like, hurt, you know?
Acting like a child at 34. What do you mean? She's a 34-year-old child. What do you mean?
You weren't even listening to Tammy. I was disassociating, but I was listening. I was coping. I was overwhelmed.
You
It
can't
was just triggering, really.
disassociate
Some of
and
the things
listen at the same time, can you? I'm pretty sure that's contradictory, girl. Like
she
that
said was like,
literally does not make sense.
oh, it was a lot. Rocking, I think you're disassociating. Yeah, I do this like
I'm not sure if she actually knows what disassociating actually is like. It's not just like daydreaming, like that's different. Or I don't know.
when I'm like, I don't know, anxious maybe. Um,
She's rocking and rolling, rocking
I
and
think Tammy might be
rolling.
exaggerating something your grandma said. I think it's just like a lot of hearsay through the grapevine, game of telephone, you know. Um,
Yeah, there was things told to Grandma Lynn, and Grandma Lynn was like stirring the pot, girls. What do you guys think? Do we need to get Grandma Lynn on here? I think we might have to get Grandma Lynn on here. Can you can you imagine if Jordy had Grandma on? I would die. Mm-mm-mm. Cam up, Grandma. Cam up, Grandma. Let her play bingo. I know, right? Why are they fighting over her house and she's still rocking and rolling, you know? She's still rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling.
what are we door dashing tonight? I don't know. Teeter totterlin, very that. I did not want my live stream to be this. Like,
Teeter totter, Lynn.
I was like just feeling so much more positive and light and like just like ready to move on. And she was watching my live stream and she knew that. And um, it just sucks.
That was crazy. That was girl world
Um,
history right there, guys. That was one for the history books. Right there.
Bon Bon, I hope so.
I want to make history. And that's what I did.
I don't know what she's doing, Anna. I have no idea. Do you think she had anything valid to say, or was it all bullshit? It felt very like just out of nowhere. And like, even though it was over an hour of conversation, I still don't understand why this is happening. She, like, when the first time I asked her, like, what did I do in the last 2 years to cause this? She started talking about when I was 14. And I'm just like, first of all, I don't remember her visiting. And that just, it like genuinely, whoa.
Oh my gosh, I want to hear the spaghetti part again.
Like, how many memories do I have? Like, I've always told you guys, like, I have a
What time is it? It's 11:47 where I am, and it's 10:47 where Amber is, but she's done already. How many super chats did she get? Probably a lot. I really don't understand why people send her hate super chats. Like, you're giving her money. Like, do you not understand that? I don't know. I don't get that. I'll never get that. Why you would pay to like insult. I could see maybe if like you were allowed to super chat a penny, but it has to be at least $1 or $2, right? Whatever. I guess it's worth it to some people. A dollar's a dollar, right? What can you get for $1? An Amber super. You can sling an insult at Amber and she'll read it.
lot of my life blocked out. But that to me, like, what? Like, I believe it happened 100%. But yeah, that like took me by surprise for real. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just so confused. It's fine. It is what it is. Um,
Just getting in. Hello.
It was an hour of her screaming, taking her anger out
You missed all the fun, girl.
on you. It was a lot for sure. I understand how close related family members appear as strangers and how hard it is to connect. I understand Tammy though, as she has been the caregiver in the family, she is burnt out as the constant mediator.
Mm,
Yeah, that's
yeah. The constant caretaker, the constant go-to, the constant. I mean, that had to be very stressful. It was what, over a decade? No, even longer, like 2 decades. Over 2 decades that she was chasing Mama Lynn around like bad neighborhoods while she was on gosh knows what, living on the street, sleeping with a man for a little bit of money, and her daddy's gone. So we're smoking in and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now. Okay. Not like the other girls. Thank you for the super. This was on the level of CPAP rescue. I'm so glad I was here to witness it. Thank you. Not like the other girls. Welcome, welcome. I love when we make history. We're making history together.
the way that she perceives herself, but that's not the reality. That's the thing. It's just like it was hard to respond to like anything she was saying because she would not stop talking. And it was just a lot. But I think I'm gonna go. Um,
You'd love to hear from, oh, Tammy's daughter. I read that first as Tommy's, and I was about to say she's like 5, right? Jiminy. No, but Tammy's daughter is at least 30, I would assume. Maybe late 20s, but
Sugar Glider, she was not composed. Like there was name calling, there was berating, there was mocking, saying things to like purposely like hurt me and doing digs. And I didn't do any of that, you know? Like I made
right? Amber got on just to get dragged.
sure not to
She
throw
dragged her to
anyone under the
hell.
bus. I made sure not to say any of her personal
Ooh.
things. I stood by just asking why. Why is this happening? And I still didn't get a well thought out answer. It was just very confusing to me.
Why is this happening?
Um, but I don't know. Wasn't speechless.
She was speechless at the end. Like, do we need to roll it back? She sat there like, let me just chill for a sec. Saint Lynn. I know she did nothing wrong. She was perfect in this situation. Tammy's just unwell. Imagine if someone said that to her, like that her feelings weren't valid and she's just unwell right now. We would never stop hearing about how dehumanized she was. Oh my gosh, can you believe Jordy said that? Or whatever, you know? He's so dehumanizing me. We would never hear the end of it. That's called gaslighting. Dehumanizing and gaslighting.
Anyways, I'm gonna go.
Is that it from our... Yeah, it is. What's with that goofy ass old picture, though? I feel like it's time to change that, right? It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Anyways, all right. What did you guys think? I'm trying to think, like, what was I going to talk about, Amber, tonight? None of it matters at this point because we just got history. History has been made. Oh, the comb over. I was like, what? Amber's comb over. It was all sad. It was sad. Sad, sad, sad. Crazy. She'll be back talking poo-poo tomorrow. Finger wagging, tongue clicking, and head bobbing with smugness. Amber played her part, just a little victim. I feel like that was definitely her MO here. She was like, I'm just going to let Tammy speak. She'll look crazy. And I'll just look like I'm being attacked for no reason. You're in my little corner, bobbing back and forth. You want to hear what Alexis thinks? Are you the same account as like the other one with the Alexis profile picture? Where's Alexis? I want Alexis to move in with Amber and then Tommy to move in too, and then they just have a three-way relationship, because that's what I think they all want at this point. Hi, Tania. Welcome, welcome. Miss watching you. Thank you. It was a ridiculous mess and I couldn't turn away. I know. It just kept getting crazier and crazier. I still think that her saying point blank that she lied about the Casey situation was probably the biggest of the conversation here. Alexis blows. I know, but she would be really good for drama. And, you know, she would get really jealous in the throuple. And she would come online and expose everything that went on in the throuple. I do think that, and Amber knows this, she has to be careful with anyone who she dates now, because they could be covert haters just playing a long game. How crazy is that? Like Erica. But what if they do end up like getting so far in that they're like stuck? You know, they get so far in that they're stuck. Jeez. But yeah, she has to be worried about like whether a hater tries. I still think that Tommy could be a covert hater. I mean, she's always looking at, she is now, I mean, but what about like in the beginning when they met, you know? But yeah, it's proven that she's a hater now. She was talking on Amberlynn Reddit pages, the same pages that get taken down every month. Every month they take the page down and they have to make a new one. Is there a new one? How can they make it so it doesn't get taken down? I don't know. I know there's a girl world Reddit, and that one's just like for Amber and Foodie and reactions. So you can talk about Amber there, and that won't get taken down. But yeah, she would really get in Amber's funk for the bit. Would Emily? I don't know. Well, Emily's into that. For Emily, like the bigger, the bigger, the better. The bigger, the bigger, the bigger, the better. Or Emily Tommy. That's what I always say. The bigger, the bigger, the better. Ooh wee. And that's on period. The spaghetti incident, that is going to be quoted for years to come, guys. What did he say? Amber's dad. That's enough, Amber. That's gonna be referenced for years to come, guys. I can't. Living for that. It's hard to pinpoint. Ugh. She's cluster B, but I doubt she's BPD. Yeah, I don't know. BPD's like confusing to me. Like I've tried to do research on BPD and it's kind of confusing to me. And all the stuff on TikTok is like, you can't go on TikTok. You have to go to like a medical journal or something because TikTok is just ridiculous. And you don't even know, like, a lot of the time it's people that don't even actually have a diagnosis. They're faking it on TikTok, which is unfortunate for the people that actually have it and are going to try to help other people. But it happens. It happens a lot. BPD is the hardest to treat. Interesting. What's cluster B? Is that NPD? What's cluster B? Cluster B, like personality disorder? Yeah. Hold on, I'm not familiar with that either. It's a category of disorders. Okay. Antisocial, BPD. Okay. NPD, HPD. Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know there was like 5 of them. Lack of empathy. Isn't that crazy? Like, lack of empathy is one of the number one things, but Amber's always going around like pretending to be empathetic. And you know, when someone's like pretending to be empathetic, it's so obvious. I hate that. I really hate that. It's a new candy bar. Read about Martha Linehand. She started DBT. Oh, okay. Let me screenshot that comment. Martha, thank you, Courtney, the nurse. Okay, we've got a medical professional in the house. Now she's a world-renowned psychologist. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yes. You like the facial hair? Thank you. I'm trying to look mask for mask. All right, do you guys want to get into some foodie beauty? I have been keeping up lightly. I do want to start off with discussing my favorite drama of the Foodie Beauty week, and that was her husband absolutely humiliating her on live stream. So we'll go ahead and start there. What about obesity? I don't think that's in the DSM. Oh my gosh, I have the picture of Hassan in the bathtub. Have you guys seen that? I have it on my phone. I started putting like all my naughty pictures in my hidden folder. So now I can just go to the hidden folder and then I don't see like pictures of Amberlynn between like hot guys. You know what I mean? I'm scrolling, looking at the hot guys, and then it's like Amber. Ugh. Okay, where is my screenshot? Where's my screenshot? Whatever. Have you seen FFG's hot brother? No, I can't say that I have. Didn't he go on the like BBJ? Didn't he go on the BBJ trip? BBJ! BB Jones! Wait, he met Foodie Beauty. That means, oh my goodness. What did she smell like? That's like everybody's first question. So, what did she smell like? Okay, is this the video? Hold on, hold on. I can't with this relationship. Is it over yet? Is it over yet? Divorce is in your future. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? It's on my Twitter page. I mean, my ex page. Foodie lost the crown. I know. Poor Foodie Beauty. She's going to have to scam. You know what she's going to do is she's going to have to scam one more time before the end of the month so she can get a little bit of dough. She's going to have to pull out one last scam out of her ass. Here it is. OMG. I am so excited for this. Okay. So this was on a live stream this week. Let me go ahead and fix my viewfinder here. Perfect. Perfect. Lately, Foodie has been absolutely like begging Salah for food. It's kind of like I understand why he gets annoyed because she is so annoying. She can't do anything for herself. She needs food at like ungodly hours. And it's not like Kuwait where he can go out and it's perfectly safe for him to go to McDonald's at 2 a.m., you know? In Syria, it's not. She expects him to risk his life to get her food at 2 a.m. And it's just not happening. Well, things came to a head and Salah humiliated her publicly again. Let's take a look. Oh, you guys can't hear it, damn it. I can't get my Twitter audio, but you can see it. For some reason, I can't output Twitter audio, but let me just get it on my phone then. Isn't that crazy? You guys have to see it in its full glory. Just give me one little second. Did you guys see that male cheerleader that's going viral? Why are people so bent out of shape about that? Oh my gosh, the look on her face. I can't wait to share this with you guys. And she's absolutely just drenched in cum. I mean, okay. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. What male cheerleader? There's a male cheerleader going viral. He's on the team with the Minnesota Vikings. What's that song? It's from the Minnesota Vikings. Lizzo. Lizzo looks amazing these days. Good for her. She got out of that, like, she got out of that health at every size, like, mentality and put in the work. Plus the shot. The shotty boo boo. Okay. I want the shot. I'm thinking about taking the shot. It starts with an O, ends with an epic. Okay, does this work? Yes, it does. Okay. I grabbed this from Malarkey Meter on the Twitter. Here is the full Video, Foodie getting humiliated. 3, 2, 1, go.
Musaka.
He literally drenched her, and look at her face too. Look at her face. I'm dead.
You! Why did you do that? I'm gonna kick your ass.
I know, this is straight up disrespect. And I said on Twitter, and this is true, he could do anything to her. There's no law against DV. In fact, like, yeah, there's no law against DV, and there's no police to even enforce a law. He could literally do anything to her, and nobody would be the wiser. And the police would not care if they exist.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I mean, that goes to show he'll do anything. I love how she's trying, and she's trying to play it off like it's just like whatever, as if he didn't just disrespect her for the world to see. But he did. But he did. And she's playing it off as like a joke. Hee hee ha ha. She's gonna laugh, whatever. But you can tell inside she's dying.
Oh, that feels good, actually.
Yeah, right.
Where's that AK?
That feels good. Maybe to her it does. I mean, she did stick around with Natter for quite a long time, didn't she? Yikes bikes. Instant divorce. Yeah. I know, so embarrassing, right? It kind of reminded me of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. When the one girl like just poured the drink on the one girl's head, just like for no real reason. It was just like to disrespect her and show her that she was the boss. And she didn't come to play. Is Salah just showing her like who's the boss in the relationship? Exactly. And she can't even talk to the non-existent police, right? Even if they existed, like she wouldn't be able to talk to them unless they know English. Which I don't know how likely it would be, but the girls might have a humiliation thing. I think Amber, like, if not Amber, if Amber doesn't have a humiliation thing, then her girlfriend Tammy does. But Tammy gets off on humiliating Amber. Tammy gets off on humiliating Amber. What happened before this? She was being so annoying, like asking for food every 5 minutes. Like, but I'm starving. And it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's over there saying she's starving. Meanwhile, she's 500 pounds. And there's literally people around her with malnutrition. Like, how sick in the head is that? There's people dying of malnutrition and she's complaining on a couch at 500 pounds that she's hungry. Like, give me a break. Go back to Canada. I don't know. Do you guys want her to go back to Canada? I know that was a huge thing in the Kuwait days, but Kuwait was boring. Syria is like not as boring. I mean, it's Foodie, so the content's always going to be boring, but the story of her being in Syria is much more interesting than Kuwait, in my opinion. Yeah, Canada was so boring. That's why someone had to cow tip and call her landlord because it was so boring. That doesn't excuse it. Like, you still should not do that. I'm trying to watch my stories. But someone was out there. This is not an interactive game. This is not an interactive TV program. Like, you're not supposed to be interacting with the COW. A moment for Smokey. Can we have a moment of silence for Smokey in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit? Amen, Smokey. Okay. Poor Smokey. This is not Bandersnatch. This is not Choose Your Own Adventure. Foodie Beauty, Choose Your Own Adventure. I swear some people do treat it like that, like it's a choose your own adventure thing. And they call to like change the story. That's crazy. Choose your own foodie venture. What did I miss with ALR? Girl, you missed everything. You're trolling, right? Saying free natter, girl. I'm about to block you. Saying free natter. But I think you're kidding. At least I hope. I hope for all of our sanity. Have you guys seen Debbie Ann's been having a fit? Debbie Ann has been having a serious fit over there. She's going after like a lot of the bottom of Girl World channels. Or like channels that talk about her a lot. Or have a lot to say. Yeah, and she's still like sticking up for Natter's narrative, and it's just so dumb. Like, stop. Why are you doing that? Like, you had a chance at redemption. And now you're still choosing to defend Natter, even after taking him to the cleaners. I don't think that was the right metaphor, but snitching on into the popo. No, I don't want to call it snitching, but getting justice on his ass. How about that? Didi Timu Foodie. You think Debbie Ann is Timu Foodie? Donald Trump comb over. Giving it to Chantal. That was a good one. It was. It was. Donald Trump hands. I could not be with someone that literally went to prison for... Yeah. Exactly. I mean, they knew that he was such bad news. Where do I want to start in regards to reactions? Do we want to watch Piggy or Barbecue maybe? Or maybe just her channel. I mean, she did put a video out today. But it's kind of pointless. She put out a community tab today. I'm not going to show it to you guys because it's her and the child that she has taken in. She's actually living with Chantal now, full time. Just kidding. Can you imagine? I would be like for real praying for the child's well-being if that was the truth. She posted pictures with the child today saying that her and Salah picked her up from school. And I've seen this going around the community. And so people were saying in Syria, school does not start till September. And so I Googled it. I didn't do too much research, but I Googled it and I looked at all the results and they all said September. None of them said August. So it was just a little weird for her to be in school right now when all the things say that they don't have school until September. But it's Syria, so you can't really trust anything online when it comes to Syria. Things change overnight over there. Could there be a school open? There could. Is she still a liar / scammer? Yes. Yeah, like a summer camp type of school. But then wouldn't she have needed the money like long ago? I don't know. No, maybe she didn't need the money at all. Well, yeah, she didn't need the money at all. Foodie made that up so that she could pocket it and go to Doha to eat. Isn't that sick? That the most likely thing is that food, that money, that money that was supposed to go to helping this Syrian girl with Down syndrome went to her stuffing her face even more in Doha. Like, it's despicable. It doesn't get any worse than that, I don't think. But she'll do anything for her DOC, which is food. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's someone in a wheelchair though. That was the one thing. It does look like she's just like at home. But there's someone in a wheelchair also sitting at the same table. You can only see their feet. And you can see that they're resting on wheelchair pedals. So either that could be a family member, I don't know. Or maybe she's at some sort of program. Yeah, they have programs. I don't know about Syria and what Syria does or does not have, but here in the States, they have, day programs for people with certain disabilities to do like socializing, crafts, games, and just entertainment in general, XYZ, and care during the day. But I don't know. You know how they have communal type schools though? What do you mean? I mean, in Syria, I'm pretty sure in Syria, there's a boys' school and there's a girls' school, At least that's how it is in Afghanistan. Do I have curly hair? Yeah. This is all natural, baby. All natural. And those Gen Z boys pay for this. But for me, it's all natural, baby. I'm dead. And there goes the viewers. Everyone left. Okay. You should let your hair grow. I've been thinking a lot about that recently because I've seen guys with like sexy hair, curly and like shoulder length is very much the vibe for like guys to have long hair these days. And I don't even have to perm it or anything. A perm. Dead. But only 650 likes. Oh no, guys, like the stream. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on the stream. That would really help a girl out. I gotta get new tires. I gotta get new tires like 3 months ago. No, I can get them. I'm just lazy. And I don't need them like right this second, but how does mine look grown out? Girl, I don't know. When I used to grow out my hair, I would straighten it like to the side, like emo hair, a swoop. long hair to distract from your face. Girl, is that an insult? I feel a little bit insulted. Oh yeah, did Foodie Beauty hit Julia? Did you guys see this? Here's a clip that's going around of her smacking the out of Julia. And this is from Barbecue Chicken. Chillin'. Chicken chillin', chicken chillin', chicken chillin'. Bang. Elder emo. No, I'm not an elder emo. No, I guess I am because I was emo in 2009, like when it was cool to be emo. I miss the scene. That really was like such a nice community though. Like it was very not homophobic. And now it feels like more homophobic than it did back then. Okay. Come on. There's no audio on this. Did she hit her? Did you guys see that? It looks like she's giving her a treat and maybe she nibbles on her. And so she hits her 3 times to the face. Bam, bam, bam. Excuse me. I don't know. I'm not sure if that was her hitting or if that was her doing a snout boop. She could have been doing a snout boop, but I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. A snout boop. I like to give my dog snout boops. If you know, you know, you know. She likes to play like that. Like I'll boop her and she like, she'll open her mouth and then I'll like boop her mouth and then she'll lick. It's funny. I think she likes it. Boop, boop. 1 wooden spoon and toilet installed in the family van. Yes. Can Foodie like start popping out those kids so we can get family vlogs? J/K. What if her and Salah adopt someone? Oh my gosh, that's what's next, guys, because she's so empathetic and altruistic and philanthropic. That's her next scam. She's literally going to adopt and then she can use the kid. Let's not give her any ideas. She's going to use that kid to scam every month. Oh, I can see it now. I can effing see it now. She would use that child for so much. Tipping will be permitted at that point. Yeah. I will permit tipping at that point. Like if you can contact the adoption agency and shed light on the individual, hey, I'm not going to stop ya. Do I have a workout routine? No. All right, let's watch. Is this the newest one? Oh no, she posted today. Her health scare, guys. Did you guys see that? Foodie posted a video today called Medical Emergency in Syria. I almost died. But honestly, it was clickbait because she's talking about last week when she left Doha. So I was very disappointed. I thought it was her 3rd emergency in the past couple months, but no, it was the same one from last week. And so, yawn. But that's what she has to do for some views. What is she doing like ASAP? She's not even on camera. Ugh. I hate when she doesn't get on camera. It's boring. I like to pick apart the background. When was this? Last night. Okay, this is on barbecue. Let's watch barbecue's version then. All right, let's go ahead and watch this one. Oh my goodness. If I could, I'd make a deal with God. All right, this is Barbecue Chillin'. Foodie Beauty's live stream gets interrupted by unannounced company highlights. Okay. Oh, let me move this over. Ah, not this. This. Okay. Whee! If I could, I'd make a deal with God. 450 before Doha. Oh, that was her weight? 450 before Doha. When was that? She doesn't even have access to a scale that like can actually read her real weight. She doesn't have access to a scale that can actually accurately read her, especially in Syria. Especially in Syria. Not especially. Okay, shut up, Alex.
I've been getting headaches off and on. I think sometimes it's the heat, you know, or I forget to drink water. I don't know, all day today, so I've been taking Panadol, which is what they...
Salah supposedly said she weighed 205 kilograms. He goes to all her doctor's appointments. I'd be surprised. Was that in Kuwait? Because I would be surprised that Syria would have a scale that goes up that high at the hospital even. How much is that? Like almost 500, right? Yeah, that's 450. Okay. 450. 205 kilograms. Wow, Salah. Wow.
have here for headaches, and I bought in Qatar. Swag daddy.
I can't even look at this
Dinner,
scammer
yes, Mr.
anymore.
Responsible. These vitamin C and aspirin
Aspirin?
together. You put them in water, and I was taking that when I wasn't feeling good in Qatar, but it didn't really make much of a difference. My headache only went away when I went to the hospital and got the IV headache stuff. A gender reveal party that started like a huge... What are you crying for? You're fixed.
Girl, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to pull something crazy to get that crown back now. Maybe Auntie Phyllis can come out and what if Auntie Phyllis did a video with FFG and then called Foodie on a live stream and screamed at her? Honestly, that would be even better because you know Foodie would go nuts back at her. Like, she would be so mad. She's not 205. Oh, no, not 205 pounds, 205 kilograms, which is 450. 450 lbs. I think she's more like 400. I just don't think she looks as big as 450. I don't know. Maybe I'm off. Maybe my eyes are broken because looking at Amber too much.
What? Come see the people. Come see. Come see. What? You.
Wrap bottoms
Yeah,
up again.
I want to cook dinner. We have a stove now. So I'm gonna make,
Why?
if I can find good ground beef or ground chicken. If I can find good ground chicken, I'll eat that instead. So, and I really want shisha, like so bad. Because whenever I couldn't breathe and I was in the car with Salah, I said, I'm never ever smoking shisha again. And then he says, you always say that and then you feel better. He's like, you want to smoke, which is true. Are you going back to Canada for the holidays? I don't know, Anna. It's really, it's such a hard journey and it's really expensive every time I go to Canada. I spend thousands of dollars and, you know, and Salah just bought a car with cash. So, like, yeah.
With your cash.
Bought a car with cash.
Isn't that funny? No, not her cash. The child's cash. I'm just going to say everything is that. Remember how she said that? Now is everything I buy for the rest of eternity going to be her money? Yes. Yes, it is. And how did they just buy a car? Why'd they have to get rid of the other car? I know it was hit by a bus, but it just scraped it. What did they do with the other car? Like, give it away to Salah's family? Is she supporting Salah's whole family right now? She's supporting a glow up for the entire family. Because just think about how low just think about how low the salary is in Syria for a year. It's like $1,000 is on the high end a year. So just think about what she could do with just a few hundred. She could turn people's lives around. She's supporting that whole family. That's crazy. But she can't access her money. There's ways. They're accessing it somehow. I mean, she was able to get a lot out in Doha. But otherwise, they have to go, I guess, to Lebanon or something. I'm sure she's figured out how to transfer it to Salah, who has a bank account in Syria by now. Or she went on vacation to Doha so that she could smuggle that money over the border. Not smuggle the money over the border. Just kidding. She's not doing that. I guess. It's not smuggling. Okay. I think it goes directly to Salah. I don't think it does because... Wait. They don't pay Syria. They won't pay Syrians. I don't know. Maybe. But Syria's under sanctions, I think.
So, like...
Or did they take the sanctions off? Did they ease the sanctions? They might have. I heard something about that recently. They're going to give this guy a chance, even though the new president, even though he was just leading ALQ. They're going to give him a chance and see how it goes. They did ease him? Okay. Yeah, Trump was over there. Trump went to Syria a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Salah pours water on me like throughout the day, like if it's really hot and there's like a water thing out there, he'll just pour water on me. I don't care. Adi. You know?
Wow, listen to her excuse his humiliation. Do I want a Ninja Creamy? I mean, I do, but I don't. I do want one, but they're so expensive. And I don't need all that ice cream. I'll gain like 500 pounds. But yeah, I do want one.
I wasn't expecting, that much maybe, but I was really hot and it felt good anyway. What, Salah gets a second wife?
That was mistreatment, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, but he has Foodie Beauty. Why would he need someone else? There's no need. There's no need. Good.
So he can get that. So he can get that. throat action so he can get that cookie. You know what I'm saying? I could see Salah hooking up with men.
Girl. Can you see her? Baby. Baby. I don't want to show too much. Because she likes to bite mom. Okay, Julia can go outside. She was outside this morning, beezing. I don't like her to go, but Salah was like, it's fine. I don't think she could escape, honestly. I'm trying to see. It's very hot.
Oh yeah, Julia's like getting out every day. Watch her run off on your dumbass. That's like the only fate that's worse than being stuck with Foodie Beauty is being stranded in Syria for poor Julia. It can only really get worse. For poor Julia. I'm surprised they even brought the cat along. I thought she would dump her in Kuwait or something. I mean, that's her MO. No, because it was Salah's. Salah's the one that picked that cat up and moved it to a different country. If it was up to Chantal, she would have dumped Julia, period.
By the wall, so it's like cement walls all around the yard. So
that's what she's known for, dumping cats.
Do you ever wonder if women talk behind your back about your lack of domestic duties?
Yes.
Yes and no.
They probably don't even talk about it behind her back. They just talk about it in front of her because she doesn't understand a word because she's been in the freaking Middle East for 3 years and hasn't so much as opened up a Duolingo account. She can't even sit there on her back and use the app to learn the language. She can't even do that. Like, give me a break here. Give me a break here.
Like, a part of me just doesn't care because I'm not a good housewife material in that way. Like, I'm just not a traditional Muslim housewife material. I'm not, so. Yes. But I don't think they do because maybe they do. Maybe they do.
What's wrong with Duolingo? I've never heard. I didn't know there was anything wrong with it. There's other things, There's thousands and thousands of apps where you can learn a language. That's just the most popular that I've heard of. Yeah, she could just use AI if she wanted to. Or Google Voice or Google Gemini.
Like that girl sitting on her own, Oh well.
She could hire a translator.
Here's the roasted.
Rosetta Stone, yeah.
Which year and a half roasted.
That's a classic.
Hey, Jadon. Uh-oh. What's that? Motor.
Oh, really? Duolingo replaced all their translators with AI, making it not great to learn from. That's weird. Yeah, you need like native speakers, human native speaker, not AI. That's lame. That's lame. Plus, AI is always mispronouncing stuff.
Someone here? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, why would you want to pay for that then? Like, if it's just AI, why would you want to even pay for that? You can get that shit for free. I saw this ginormous AI billboard in my town. It was like a local business, and he did like a fake AI picture of himself. And it just looked so goofy and dumb, and you could just tell that it was AI. Like, that looks goofy. What is she eating? Fries and chicken. I can't believe she's having fried chicken and French fries. It looks like KFG. But she silenced herself. So, yeah. No, I wouldn't give Amber that
Hey guys,
power.
we have company, so I'm gonna eat and then get off it for a bit and maybe come back later. Okay, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. How do I go?
Oh yeah, there was unannounced company. I heard something outside. I have unannounced company. No. No. It's the blank blank police department. Open up.
Okay, guys, I made some coffee. I made some coffee when we had company, but there's some left over, so just put a little bit of sugar. Actually, no sugar. No sugar in my coffee. All right.
No sugar in her coffee.
No, it's not rude. That's how it works here.
Do you guys remember sugar and coffee? I think that, yeah, was that Amanda Bynes? Maybe. I think so. Anyways, there was a skit on All That where they would just like drink sugar from the ceiling. Sugar would come down from the ceiling out of a spout and they would shovel it into their mouth, and coffee as well. And then they would act like they were, you know, on one.
Usually, I mean, they're family basically, so they just come to the front gate and go salah. But I knew that someone was here because I know by the person who comes regular the motorcycle, I can tell. So my home, yeah, it's my home too, but you know, through salah. In the West, probably we would, but not here.
Through
no.
salah.
Certain people are welcome anytime. Certain people, you know, family.
In the West.
Probably we would, but not here. No. My home too, but you know, through salah. In the West, probably we would, but not here. No. Certain people are welcome anytime. Certain people, you know,
Would what?
family. He's just helping them bring some stuff with the car that they have here. Yes, you have to be prepared here for company at all times. Basically, in the West, I told Salah, I said to tell his family, I said, in the West, we have family
In the West.
gatherings.
What am I snacking on? The Pirates booty. Of course, you know me eating booty. As per usual. You know, she hates company. Yeah, it's going to be a fight. She'll be home faster than you can say Swiss chalet if he starts inviting people over every day, or people come over every day. She's not about that. Or, I mean, she'll begin to just hole herself up in the bedroom and never come out, make her schedule like wake up at 6 p.m., go to bed at like 8 a.m. No, 9 to 5 is 8 hours. So like, yeah, 9 to 6. She'll go to bed 9 to 6, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We pretend to like them, I think, right?
What?
And when it gets to be about 8 o'clock, you know, people start giving hints, like they turn the lights off in certain areas. They're not here all day and night usually, it depends, but I know I'm bad. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's if like people don't want you there, girl. Like, I've never been anywhere, I think, where people were turning the lights off and giving hints that they wanted me to go. Like, I know when the appropriate time to come and go would be. Weird.
I'm gonna try to just have one once in a while. Yeah, well, Julia, whenever where'd she go?
In the West.
I put her in the room, the bedroom, and I lock it. So no one's allowed in there, yeah.
She locked her in a bedroom.
Yeah, I think the West, we really value our individual space, you know?
In the West, in the West, in the West. Can I hear her say that one more time?
We really, no one's allowed in there, yeah. Yeah, I think the West, we really value our individual space, you know? I don't know, Rebecca. I mean, okay, I'm generalizing. There are people who are very family oriented, but
in the West. I think we have a visitor, guys. Angle her up. Say hi. You don't want me to hold her. I had to wrangle up my little girl. Are you good, buddy? For some reason, I've been calling them, what have I, Budgie. Instead of Buddy, Budgie. Come here, Budgie. I can tell she hasn't been to the south or east of Europe. Yeah, what about like Southern hospitality? Something like that. The South. But I think barbecue's talking about what, South America? No. Or Southern US? I don't know.
more so here than probably what I've seen in the West. And I think most people have big families, they support each other, they help each other out, you know? Like what I've seen, like if someone has a
We support each other. We love each other. I have a family that loves me. We're there for each other. We take care of each other. My skin is clear. My makeup is flawless. I am living my best life. My hair is growing.
My skin is clear. My makeup is flawless. I am living my best life. I smell like coconut oil.
I smell like coconut oil.
child, most of the family raises it, you know, like they're all involved.
I will go beyond the superficial, beyond what the eye can see. I am an educated woman. I am an educated immigrant woman who has a career. Regardless of the coinage that I'll make off of your name, I have a successful life.
Like, no, I mean, my close family, I don't mind if they stay. Like sister, aunt, mom.
Girl, you don't want your mom, sister, or aunt anywhere near you. In your villa or in your personal space. When has the mom or aunt or sister ever stayed at the villa or ever even been in the villa? Like, I never put that together, but we've never seen any of her family in that villa ever. Ever. Just her and Pete's, and Natter came, that one guy she slept with that she met online, like FFG's brother to get the cat. Nobody else came.
Uncle, people like that. My stepdad, not Buster. No, I don't really. I don't have a big family, so I never have that problem. We have family gatherings on special occasions. When I'm in Canada, my mom. I'm always with my mom. Yeah, sure. Oh, any type of ethnic family. You're right. Yeah, I think extremely white people. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, didn't her mom helped her clean that one time, I think. I guess that's why they didn't go. The mom knew it was filthy, so I'm sure she told everybody else, and so nobody bothered showing up to a hoarding pigsty. Narc alert left girl world, really? Does that mean she's not talking about Amberlynn? What does that mean? What does leaving girl world mean? Because you can't leave girl world. Once you're in, you're in. Got it? Okay.
Yep. And it's a great thing. It's just that when you're not used to it, you know. More specifically for me, it's not just people. Adults, it's screaming children. After a while, you know. There's a reason. I mean, other than medical, I've never wanted any myself, right? So when they came here, they didn't know I was doing live, and then he's like, "Oh, no, keep doing your live. It's okay." I think they're like, you know, interested in like what I do, because it's like, you know, you want to take the shisha because my
Interested in what you do, girl? You just sit there and read the chat and occasionally go off on a tangent like, oh yeah, and rage. Oh, so she's not going to rage because there's company over. What if she raged in front of company? I mean, anger is universal. You can tell when someone's angry, even if you have no idea what they're saying.
lungs are starting to hurt a bit.
I can't with her.
How long you have been smoking?
10 minutes. 15 minutes. Yep.
You don't leave girl world. Girl world leaves you.
It tastes so good though.
Well, remember, I mean, look at YDHB. She tried to leave girl world, and how did that go? Sorry. I have this theory that if you cut off all of her hair, she'll look like a British man. Have I told you guys that one? Just kidding. It just keeps coming up like word vomit.
Hey, Melodious. Here you go. You can have the shisha if you want, hon. Oh, hold on, Kate. I'll check.
I look cute, thank you.
Mint gum. It's really good.
Have I ever tried hookah? Yeah.
I love it.
In college, my friend would always invite me to the hookah bar. And I wouldn't even want to go sometimes because she wanted to go like once or twice a week. But she would put it on her parents' credit cards. So sometimes she would convince me to go because she would say that she was just going to put it on their credit card. So then I would go. But yeah, my legs would shake. And then when we would have to go back on the subway to get back to school, my legs would shake on the stairs down after the hookah session. It makes my legs shake really bad. I don't know why.
Oh, it's buffering? I just had a bit of shisha, but I don't want to overdo it. I know my issue is like I feel like I need to have one bad habit. Like my life feels weird without a bad habit. This country is so ancient. There's apparently areas where people still speak the language of Jesus here.
One bad habit, girl. She's holding on to about a dozen or more at this point.
I think that medicine is making me tired. Yeah, I'm drowsy. I think it's from the medicine. Yes, thank you guys. I'll see you inshallah tomorrow, okay?
Oh, the medicine. Right.
Bye.
Aramaic. I've heard of that before. Is that what Jesus spoke? Aramaic. I always forget, like when I'm reading history, that these people did not speak English. And even if they did speak English, it was a weird, like old English, like a weird English we wouldn't even understand. Have you guys heard like Old English? Ew, it sounds weird. It sounds like when the Amish people speak. No offense to Amish people, but that's what it reminds me of. The Old English sounds like Amish. I don't even know what the Amish speak. Like Pennsylvania Dutch language. Yeah, it's like PA Dutch language or something. I don't know. Maybe even German. How does Amish sound like? Isn't it just English? Yeah. Yeah, they mostly just speak regular English, but like sometimes they have some old English mixed in or Dutch or whatever it is. Maybe it's German too. It's German as well. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, but like Amish people also have like an accent, like an Amish accent. It's very much giving Amish accent. Gibberish. All she knows is what food is available near her. That's all she needs to know. That's all she cares to know. It really is. As long as she can read the menu. I'm surprised she hasn't at least learned like more food words. Like she didn't know how to order her ice cream from that guy on the street in Kuwait. Girl. No, this isn't a beer. No, it's a butter beer. But there's no alcohol in it. I gave up on it. It's not that great at all. But it's a year old, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I feel like the one at Universal's better, but I can't remember. Is it too sweet? No. I wish it was sweeter, honestly. How much sugar is in it? Yeah, there's only 22 grams of sugar. Compared to Coke, that's like half. So that's like not sweet at all. I mean, it's like the year past date peanut butter. Yes. You guys, I opened up a jar of peanut butter this week and I was eating it and I look on the side of it. It said October 2024. Best by October 2024. But it tasted fine. I mean, it's peanut butter. Like it's not, I don't know. It was fine to me. It didn't taste old. It didn't taste cold. And it didn't taste like it was covered in mold. So. Ugh. Peanut butter's already made with rancid peanuts. Really? What does that mean? Rancid peanuts. Yeah, I feel like I've never seen bad peanut butter before. Like, I've never seen out of date peanut butter that was like moldy or like too gross to eat. I've never seen that. It stays for pretty long. Pretty long, I would say. Faux show, it stays. Eee! Like almond butter. I don't know if I've ever had almond butter before. Sounds good though. That's gonna make me. A guy posted himself eating an expensive moldy protein brownie. Oh my gosh, have you guys had those protein brownies from TikTok? It had barely any flavor. The Prime Bites. I got them at Five Below. So I didn't order, but they sell them on TikTok by the box. And I almost bought them at one point. But I knew better. Good thing I did. Because then I tried one at Five Below and it was not good. And I got 2 flavors and they were both pretty much flavorless. It was annoying AF. Stupid AF, dumb AF. Ignorant AF. Should I eat this too? Why do I like eat so much? Why am I so big? I need the shot. Give me the shot. Mama Lynn. Mama Lynn, give me my shot. Is that effed up? Is that effed up? Anyways, so important work-life balance. Oh. Bring back my girls. What did she post on? Foodie Beauty posted her coffee cup of the day. Not like anyone cares, but there it is. I've been told 3 times now that I've perfected the Arabic coffee making process. Really? You have? Why did it literally looked like instant coffee the last time she made it. Surely that's not like real Arabic coffee, right? Do they drink instant coffee out there? You know what though? What is that? The Bustelo instant coffee is actually really good. I drink that all the time. Yes. Usually I'll brew like a little bit of coffee, a little bit of water, I mean. Brew water. No. I'll heat up a little bit of water, add the Bustelo instant, and then it's mostly milk. My drink is mostly milk with like a splash of coffee, but it's strong. I'm sorry you let this happen, Amber. There's some people in the chat that are like really far behind and they're asking questions, but I can't answer them because they're 2 hours behind. But they're not going to get the answer anyway. You like the Bustelo? Me too. Me too. I hope we get some good tea this week. Oh, you guys, I didn't share with you Amberlynn's new schedule. How much you want to bet she's going to break her schedule literally the first day, which is tomorrow? Well, today, but tomorrow. Look, she's a member of herself. Oh, darn it, it went away. Here's the new YouTube schedule. Monday live stream, Sunday live stream. Tell me that does not make sense. That doesn't make any sense, does it? So she's going to follow up tonight's live stream, going crazy with Tammy, with another live stream. Like, what are you going to do? Is she going to call Tammy? Is she going to call Tam Tam again? Tammy is burying Amber in a tsunami of receipts. Where are they though? Where are the receipts she is burying Amber in? Because all the ones that I have seen have left a lot to be desired. I mean, she knows what she knows because she's family, but I have yet to see a good receipt from her. Oh, okay, so Tammy has been posting on her community tab. I don't see any receipts, but she's been going woof. Yeah, can she post it on her channel or something? She's going to be back for shelf pats. Not shelf pats. Is she putting them on her community tab? She should, but no, she's not. She keeps talking. That's the problem. That's why people are starting to get annoyed with Tammy, because she's talking about all these receipts and how I have everything, but she hasn't shown anything. Amber doesn't believe she's wrong. Oh no, she doesn't. Of course she doesn't. Okay, so here's Tam Tam on her community tab. She has said, I know I said I wouldn't go on her live, but I couldn't handle hearing her la anymore. Done. So that's why she went live with her. Girl, you're only putting cash in her purse, in her meat purse. Not meat purse. Amber's reactions are receipt enough. No, I want like hard X core receipts. A receipt that's going to shake the community. The kind of receipt that makes you drop everything and do a video in your car. Like, that's what I want. For me, that was when Beck dropped the receipt of, well, no, it wasn't a receipt, but Beck dropped a community tab saying that Amber was lying about how her family didn't do anything, how Beck and her family did not tell Amber anything about the bleeding and didn't try to help or didn't try to offer trips or whatever. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but that was like a bombshell when it came out. I'm trying to explain. Yeah, because Amber like kept lying and lying and saying, Amber kept saying over and over again that Beck's family was not concerned with her bleeding all the time, and Beck didn't care and her family didn't care. And then Beck came on and told everyone that that was a complete lie. Like, not only a lie, but a very bad lie. Lies upon lies upon lies. Yes, I have proof of it all. Invite me on your panel then. Yes, well, let's see it, please. Can we see it, please? Like, I'm not trying to be a bish. The chat's not moving. Is the chat frozen? No, I think we're just slowing down, right? Eek! Can you guys hear me? Yeah, my internet's still working. Okay. Eek! I was like, where did everybody go? Most people fell asleep. Yeah, probably. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we're just going to finish up looking at Tammy's community tab. Invite me on your panel. Amberlynn Reed, are you ready to compare storylines with receipts? What receipt could Tammy really have? I don't think she has an earth-shattering drop everything and do a video in your car kind of receipt. I just don't think that she has that, but I hope she does, because I would drop everything and do a video in my car if it's good enough. What's the longest stream you've ever done? 7 hours. 7, baby. We need to get the 8-hour live stream at some point. Not tonight, but correction. Turns out I have not watched all of Amber's videos. I have seen so much information, aka truth, lately, watching Mr. Snowflake's documentary series. It's kind of crazy that my niece's haters might just be the ones who help me tell my truth and finally see the truth at face value and no longer be held captive by false hope and manipulation. It's overwhelming, but it's time. I'm ready. Will I go live on her platform? No. So she said 9 hours ago that she would never go live on Amber's platform. Will I go live on another? Yes. What's that about? Okay, so 9 hours ago, no, I won't go live on Amber's platform. Girl, you just gave her like, she basically gave Amber like over $1,000 with that live stream. She handed her a band with that tea, and that's not even exaggerating. And all she had to do was sit there and cry. No wonder Amber didn't turn it off. All she had to do was sit there and cry, and she made like $1,000, like in the blink of an eye. Yeah, DoorDash money. That's like half of a month of DoorDash for Amber. Half of a month. That's sad. But at what cost? Yeah. Can I speak? I'm surprised she wasn't like, this is wrong. Like she would do if it was back on the phone. You know, she would be screaming and talking over back if it was back on the phone. But she's not going to do that to her aunt. Her aunt like commanded the floor. But I also think it was partially Amber's MO to just sit there and make her look crazy, because she would just go and go and go and go. Like Tammy would just go and go and go and go. Ugh. Just finished watching your video on Darvo. And wow, Mr. Snowflake, victims of an empath, you did a great job realizing stuff and questioning even more. Thank you for sharing more clarity. I've been looking through years and years of texts with Amber, but I never tried to be a good aunt, Amber. I have texts that show the total opposite. It's mind-blowing. It's hurtful. I've received a lot of messages, and I'd be lying if I didn't say it feels good to be heard, to feel understood. Through it all, I have questioned my memory and searched for answers that were hard to see in the black and white again, but seen through a new set of eyes. I continue to see more and more. Speaking of, one thing leading to another, I stumbled upon Beck and Destiny live stream. Oh, I had no clue there was one, listening to it right now. Amber has always kept me separated from her relationships for obvious reasons. Hearing them both say she had no one Makes me wonder if they knew how hard I was trying in the background. Probably not. It doesn't fit her narrative. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. What else do we got? Funny thing is, me and her mom would have to beg her to get on a video call with us. And even when we would see the ceiling 99% of the time. Another form of control. She would say she looks awful, hair a mess, but then get on YouTube and show it all. She really would, right? But then get on YouTube and show it all. Yup. Yup. She likes to show it off, all right. All right, I've already looked at the other ones. But yeah. Oh yeah, here's the supposed receipt. What is this? Recent text where she excluded me after she got here. Oh, is that how big it is? It's been a long time coming, so building this relationship with my mom has been really nice. See, what does this mean? Like, this doesn't mean anything. Oh, wow. The movers are here right now. We'll definitely make time to catch up. This seems normal and good. Like, I don't understand what the point of sharing this is. Or this one. I tried to make it bigger, but it won't get bigger. What is the point of this? Whatever. Okay. I didn't realize Amber hasn't posted an actual video for a month. Yeah, she's in her new live stream era, y'all. It's kind of annoying, but she's supposed to be posting her first video this week. First video in a month on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're finally going to get a new weigh-in. I will be here watching with you guys. That's for sure. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Maybe timeline. I'm late, but I'm here. Welcome, summer. We're getting ready to like wrap up, but welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think I'm going to play a little bit of game. I beat Resident Evil 3, and now I'm playing Resident Evil 4. So I played 2, 3, and now 4 back to back. It's been good. Guesses for the weigh-in? You're going to say 5:55. I'll hold you to it. Oh, let's all try to guess. And then I'll take a screenshot, and whoever's the closest wins a cookie. But not really. Ew, I hate boycott crumble cookie. Everyone seems to be playing Resident Evil. Really? Ever play Cyberpunk? Yes, I love Cyberpunk. Love, love, love Cyberpunk. Such a good game. The fact that you can pick up a gay hooker and have you know, I'm not going to say it. Instant 10 out of 10. That's the inclusivity we want to see. Is gay SWs that you can pick up. Okay. All right, I'm going to screenshot the chat and then see who's the closest. All right, I have to pick my own before I screenshot. Don't look. I'm going to go with 539. All right, let me write that down. 539. 539. 539.2. 539.2. 539.2. Be my guesstimate. All right. We've got 530, 666, 666 pounds, 567, 550, 559, 562, 542, 582, 547.6, 590, 620, over 9,000. Okay, I'm going to stop reading them. Wait, I need to, come on. Okay. What could be a good prize? I'm trying to think of like a good, actually tangible prize that is realistic. A cake that you can have a fit over. What was the last one? Gwenny was the last one I screenshotted. Where is she? I can't see her now. Oh, there she is. Okay. No, wait. I lost it again. Frick. No, down further. Okay, there. There we go. You love Resident Evil? Yeah, I've been really into horror lately. I also bought a Dead Space remake, which I have not played yet. But I definitely want to play that again. A crumble cookie? No crumble cookies. Boycott crumble. Summerlin Boss, thank you for the super. MJ. I can't exactly send MJ without getting a federal offense. So that's not really realistic. Realistic. Did I say thank you, Summer? Thank you, Summerlin Boss. Did I just say that? I'm losing it. I'm losing it. The winner's name on a post-it note in the background. A shout out. Yeah, I guess you get a shout out. I'll think of something better than just a shout out. I mean, you'll get a shout out anyway, because I'll say who won, but yeah. We shall see. We shall see. So let's get to. I have a really like blah cookie. Look at how basic this looks. Like, it looks like a schoolyard cookie. Or a public school cookie. 3 for $1. These are 3 for $1. They're not, but they would be. Have you had In-N-Out? I did actually have In-N-Out before. But I haven't had In-N-Out since 2008. Yeah. 2008. My sister was really into like the hills and Laguna Beach. And so for her high school graduation, she asked for a trip to LA. And so we went to LA and it was really fun and really cool. Glad I got to see it, but I want to go back. I want to see what it looks like now. Ooh, I want to go to like West Hollywood and party with the gays. Go to the Pink Pony Club. I want to go to the Pink Pony Club. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and head out. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me again. That was crazy. I feel like that kind of took that took a lot out of me. Not really, but not really, but kind of like an emotional. It was heavy. It was emotionally heavy. All right. Everyone, make sure to prioritize your own mental health, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Bye-bye, folks.